Hey, Miss Walker. Hey, Auntie Cherry. How are you? You can put a one and let me know if y'all can hear me. I will appreciate it. Hold on. Hmm. Hey, Miss Thompson. Thank you, Miss Thompson. Thank you. Hey, Miss Smith. Hey, Buttercup. How are you ladies doing today? I am blessed to see another day. Yes. Okay, I had to turn my cameras down for a second. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know why this thing is not. Wait, let me brighten this up a little bit. So, okay, I think that's better. Hey, Kimberly. Yes, we can't complain. We can't complain. When God give us another day, we cannot complain. Yes, because we are blessed always to see another day. 3939. What's going on, my love? How are you? Happy Tuesday. Okay, Miss Smith. No problem, baby. Good afternoon, Miss D in chat. Same to you, my darling. How are you doing? Yo, what is wrong with this weather? What in the world? Oh my God, the winds is so heavy. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you too. Ooh, the winds is so heavy. Oh my God. Damn. I was like, damn, we getting an after effect from a tornado or something? What is going on here? Them winds out there not playing. Like, it's crazy. It's freezing something terribly there. Yes, Buttercup. I'm like, what is going on with this wind? Like, listen, y'all. I'm just over the winter, okay? When spring start, and happy St. Patrick's Day to any of y'all that celebrate it. I don't celebrate it anything. Yes, there is. Yes, this weather been. Girl, I'm sick of. Ooh, whew, I thank God to be here, but the snow, the rain, the wind, everything has been crazy this winter. It has been crazy, crazy, crazy. It's 30 degrees, 36 degrees here. Yeah, that's cold. Yeah. And then the winds don't make it better neither. Make it feel colder. Yeah, it's been crazy, y'all. Well, spring coming soon. Spring coming soon. Don't worry, it's here. It's gonna be here very soon. So I'm ready for spring too, Miss T. Yes. Now I ain't saying no 100-degree weather and all that stuff, but baby, because when they get in the hundreds, I can't take that. That's a lot. That's a lot. But y'all, I did find y'all. It took me a while to try to find. I did find one recording of the police call. I did, and it took me a while to find it, y'all. It did. I'm like, damn, I found it because I couldn't find it nowhere else. So I did. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what my auntie said. Okay, give me 1 minute, y'all. Okay. Okay, so yes, I did find it. So we're gonna look at that, y'all. Okay. We definitely gonna look at that. Make sure y'all hit that like button as you come in. I will appreciate it. So we're gonna start from the beginning. And I got 2 videos for y'all today, too. Okay. Because I think after the day, I'm about done with this. Child, it's too much. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. But I'm gonna take y'all back a little bit and see what y'all feel. Mm.
Her story as to what actually happened leading to his death isn't straight, as she keep changing her account several times whenever asked by his family.
And you said you drove up to a gas station 5 minutes to wait. Maybe he needed to cool off. Maybe he needed to get time to himself to walk up. You thought he was going to walk up to that gas station where you was waiting on him at for 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, you see ambulance, you see police, you see ambulance, you see police, and you know something ain't right. So you get in your car and get back there to the scene with my nephew.
This man was trying to make his girlfriend happy by taking her on the trip of her life to enjoy the festive seasons, but unfortunately for him, he lost his life right after they had an argument. Did she kill him? Was his body staged at the crime scene? What happened? Let's find out what actually happened. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories.
I'm just taking y'all back a little bit. Happy Tuesday to you too, sweetie. Same to you. Now, y'all can tell in this video, y'all, I done told y'all this man loved this woman. Okay? We can see that.
Tyrone Davis was a hard-working young man. He was a trucker, realtor, and also a social media influencer. Tyrone was also a motivational speaker who helped people close to him.
Morning motivation with Joe, so this is what it is. Hey, to all my brothers out there, I just want to motivate y'all right quick, man. Never give up on your dreams, man. Never give up on your goals. Just because shit ain't going as planned, or, you don't see the results in what you're putting in, just keep going, bro. It's like at the end of the tunnel. Stay motivated, stay determined, stay hungry. Because I promise you, at the end of the day, when that goal get there, you reach that goal, bro, you're going to sit back and be like, yeah.
He did his best to make others close to him prosper. Tyrone took great care of his family. He was just a nice man overall. Well, Tyrone met a young lady named Lulu. They started dating, and that
I don't know if he was a realtor or not, Miss Lynn. It's the first time I ever heard that. So I don't know. I'm just going on what this person right here said, girl, because I don't know. Now I know about everything else, the motivation speaker, the truck driver, and all of that, but I never know about a realtor. Yeah, good morning, chat. Hey, baby, good morning. God bless you too. So that is something new.
That ended up being the relationship of the year according to those who followed them on social media.
Talk about you look cute. You know you look cute. You shit. What you talking about? I eat your cute.
Tyrone went all in. He did all the things an average man don't do for a lady.
Hey, Ebony.
Hey, you the only one I trust. Hey, you my queen, well, team, ain't no I nuts. If they were really meant to be, then why we gotta rush? Hey, when staring you in your eyes, I like how you blush. Hey, when you start closing your eyes, I know you bout to nut. I hate it when you think too much. All your insecurity, I like you the way you are. Girl, you know it's you and me, us against the whole world. I will never play with your love, that's dangerous. I will go above and beyond, I got faith in us. They gon' go above and beyond just to hate on us. I can never make this up, they don't even make enough. Come up in your roles with a gun, but I take you for. Hey, I always wanted you around. Cause lately I've been lost without you. I get lonely when you're not around. Cause lately I've been lost without you, girl.
That could be true, Miss Lynn.
Lately I've been lost without you, girl.
He was all in for her. He gave her the world. He treated her like a queen. He took her on trips and lavished on her for her birthday.
That gonna be my secret. Y'all.
Hey, Open Book. We can see, guys, this was nothing but love. I mean, and we can see everything he did for her was very expensive things that he bought her, expensive dinners. When he, rent Airbnbs, make sure it looked nice inside. I mean, we see the love here. We definitely see the love here.
Okay, stop.
I can't.
You are crazy. Stop.
Cookie Monster.
Come on.
He went to heavens and back for her on Valentine's Day.
You gonna keep that forever, queen?
Yes, I'm kidding. I'm never gonna throw this away.
I love you, girl.
I'm gonna get this whole laminated so it can't get messed up.
This how I sit at Chipotle, y'all.
Yeah.
No matter where we at. Got the smack and pull and think about it.
Look, no matter what we wait, yeah, I was so little. This is her the little ones. Y'all didn't see me this size. I was so little.
Still, there's little fine ass.
I gained that way back.
I love your weight, though.
Sometimes that last year they give away, y'all.
You remember
This is
this?
what I was saying. We didn't get a chance.
You know where you was?
Look at all this. Y'all, my
That's okay.
nails. Ugh.
We been eating groceries.
Y'all, this is Valentine's Day last year. This is how we went to the place.
You know what's so crazy? Because when you was telling them about last year, I knew I had this picture.
Yeah. And at the wrong wedding.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
scroll.
Yeah, I hate when you pick me up like this.
Wow, I love it.
I mean, like it sometimes he stresses me out when he picks me up like this.
They were always posting videos on social media displaying love. People were envious. Tyrone was one of a kind when it comes to spoiling his woman. They also have matching tattoos. Tyrone did so many great things to this lady named Lulu.
So cute.
Work outside.
Oh my god. How dope is that?
Few of his friends were skeptical about this relationship. They advised him to put on brakes, but he kept going. Dates,
Hey, sis.
trips, Gifts and money kept coming Lulu's way despite his friends advising him otherwise. For 2025 Christmas celebrations, Tyrone decided to surprise her as.
Do anybody know who this lady was in this video? Was she's a visitor and had a camper too? The lady that was in this video. Do anybody know who this lady is? Every relationship has its ups and downs. Absolutely, every single day. They show the love on social media, but of course, however, it doesn't mean that it wasn't toxic at times. I think I've been talking about that. Absolutely. Yep. I believe that was saying that she's a camper too. Okay, thank you, Open Book. Thank you. Because when I watched it, I said, wonder, was she there or she was the owner? I didn't know, what to think. Yeah, thank you for saying that, Open Book. Appreciate that. They showed the good times on social media, but that doesn't mean. Well, I think we all know it was toxic. And I think we all know that people can show signs of happiness even in the real world when they go out to eat, restaurants or whatever. I mean, let me just say this. The same thing they doing here, this was my relationship at one point. Okay? I'm not going to get all into it, but this was my relationship. Okay? I showed happiness when I went out, but deep down inside, I was sad. I was broken. I was hurt. Okay? So I definitely understand. I know. I know how I feel. I've been there and done that. And that's how I built my platform, off of my pain and my hurt, because I wanted to help other people, but it was plenty of times that I was out in public, having a great time with my friends and stuff, laughing and joking, but I didn't want them to see the real pain that I was suffering from. You feel me? So that is absolutely true. I definitely agree. And thank you again, Open Book.
He booked a getaway trip to a nice secluded cabin in the woods. Upon arrival, they let loose and enjoyed themselves. They played games, cooked, had a blast all by themselves and posted everything on social media. Here are a few of their videos.
You my everything.
Oh my God. God, I love you, love.
So I can close the door.
Thank you, sisters. Thank you. Thank you. I got better over time. Took a while, but I got better. You know what I mean? I got better, but it took a lot of work. But I wanted to heal properly, be a better person. I wanted to help other people. That was my first thing. But I couldn't help other people because I was hurting myself. So I had to heal to get better to help other people. And that's how I started my platform. I was in a 10-year marriage with a narcissist. 10 years. And it was okay. It was horrible. Okay. Yeah. So it's a lot. And that's why I built my platform off of things like that to help other people. Like I said, I have helped people behind the scenes and everything. So I know what being in the spotlight trying to make yourself happy. I know what that's like. But after a while, it's not going to hold up long. I can promise you that. It's not going to hold up long. Because people going to start seeing through it. Yeah.
I love you, Lou.
Take your time. Babe, I love you. You my everything.
So much. Give me a kiss.
I love you too.
So perfect.
That food look good.
It gets better.
Yo, my baby is out here. Go outside.
You don't punish me, right?
Well, sometimes during the getaway, Lulu admitted they had a heated argument and he decided to get out of the car to cool down, but he somehow died during this period and she didn't know until later. Fast forward to him being found under a bridge. People who were passing by saw his body and called the cops. Upon getting to the hospital, Tyrone's family claimed she did not say who Tyrone was and they declared him a John Doe for hours. This happened in the presence of Lulu according to his families. His family came for Lulu asking some question because things did not sound right to them. How did he not have his license or his phone if he only wanted to go for a walk? How did he have a blunt force trauma injury to the back? Where was his license when he got to the hospital? Why didn't he tell them his name at the hospital? These comments were made by a family member. Did she use the Hennessy bottle in this picture to kill him during their trip to the cabin? What happened to Tyrone? According to his aunt Natasha, the girlfriend Lulu is telling multiple different stories.
I'll already tell y'all. First off, it is true. With some of the rumors y'all hearing, Facebook Live posts, pictures, all of that. My family just got over our loved one, G-Boy, leaving here. And I do know it's 2025 ending out. So the death angel be raging. A lot of deaths come, a lot of tragedies, accidents, just people leaving for whatever reason that ain't going to make it over to the new year. But I want to say this first off. I'm on here right now. I decided to go live, even though my family is hurting. We messed all the way up with all the emotions that's going on with us. But I decided that it's only right for me to get on here because Tyrone Davis Jr. drove that nigga. Stepdaddy Dro. We call him T2. However,
hold on, y'all, because I'm trying to keep up with y'all comments and do the video. Okay, Open Book said, I think if it was with a bottle, there would have been glass. Exactly, Open Book. And Open Book, you're absolutely right. It would have been glass, and his head probably would have been bleeding. Okay? And if it was with a pow-pow, which some people keep saying, which I don't believe, because he would have been gushing blood from his head if he would have got hit with a pow-pow. Do you know how hard a pow-pow will hit you in the back of your head? Come on. Some of these people say some ridiculous stuff. What did she say? Royal D, she had a lot to do with it. Yeah, she probably did. You know, like I said, y'all, I'm just here not because I don't know what happened. Again, I wasn't on the scene. We all speculating here. You know what I mean? Because I don't know again. The fact that he still had his slides on let me know that she's guilty. He didn't jump from the car. Okay, I respect everybody's opinions. But like I said, there's no way she hit him with a pistol. Oh, Lord, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say pow, pow. But there's no way. With the bottle, like Open Book says, she made a lot of sense with that. And with the pow, pow, no way. Blood would have been everywhere in that car. And if she would have tried to clean that car up, right, under any circumstances, that blue light would have still showed. You can't get over with that blue light when it comes to the police. Okay, when they bring that blue light, they looking for blood. They detect blood. So she wouldn't have got away with that. So I definitely don't believe it was a bottle, and I definitely don't believe it was the pow-pow. Yep. So that's what I say about that.
Y'all know my nephew. So many people got love for my nephew. Not only is he a blogger, he's a YouTuber, he's a motivational speaker, he gonna encourage you, he a counselor, he is that dude. When I tell you he drives trucks for a living, he ain't out here doing wrong. If y'all watch his page, y'all know he take care of his kids. He's a family guy, he's a family young man, and he got street friends. And guess what? He look at everybody, guess what, at the same level, because his heart always been good to the little people, the big people, whatever you think you is, it's been good. So the way I feel, y'all got a right to know about y'all family, because guess what? He is family to a lot of y'all out there. So for anybody in their right mind to say why is they asking what happened, they got to need to go and examine themselves, because you don't even know his accomplishment and his legacy and on who he is. He like a superstar in our eyes. And guess what? For the main reason, they need to know what happened to T2. Just like we need to know what happened with T2. If y'all been on this page, you see he celebrated because he got a loving heart. And he loved Lulu, what it do till the grounds come home and the cows come home. And one thing I can say, he enjoyed her. He had celebrated with a good heart, gifts and loving and just doing things out the ordinary, unusual things to make her happy. Now I'm going to tell y'all this. For one, he was in that cabin all week till Saturday. So this is what we got. We only can tell you what we got. Y'all need to know. Y'all need to let us know what y'all think. Okay, he was in a cabin on Saturday about 4, 5 o'clock that afternoon. The Lulu chick said that guess what? She was riding in the car with him. They got into a disagreement and he told her to let him out. Now, one, don't get me wrong. I know she probably loved my nephew. I do know my nephew really loved her unconditionally. But let me tell y'all out here, whether she loved him, he loved her. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a real thin line. So for one, if he told you to let him out the car and your message was you pulled on the side of the road and let him out the car and you pulled off and left my nephew in Gainesville somewhere, you and him the only ones there, no family, no people, no nothing. You left my nephew and you said you drove up to a gas station 5 minutes to wait. Maybe he needed to cool off. Maybe he needed to get time to himself to walk up. You thought he was going to walk up to that gas station where you was waiting on him at for 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, you see ambulance, you see police, you see ambulance, you see police, and you know something ain't right.
All right, let me get to y'all comments. She open book. She just wasn't into him. He was really in love with her. Yeah, I believe that. I definitely do believe that. Yeah. Her voice is so aggravating with her lying ass. She seems genuine at first, but then it seems like things change. Or she just hiding behind a mask. Well, I explained that yesterday. She's definitely hiding behind a mask because she's a narcissist, this woman here. Yes, open book. It had to be an object, a pow or something. No, it was not a pow. Y'all stop saying that. It's not a pow. If she would have hit him with a pistol, y'all, that man would have been bleeding everywhere. Do you know how I can bring my son in here right now? He would tell you. If that boy would have got hit with a pistol, come on. Blood would have been everywhere, even linking all out his head. When that nurse got that nurse would have seen that. She would have seen that, and I think she would have been honest to tell the family that. I don't believe he was hit with no pistol. And that blood would have been all in that car. Come on, we got to think logical here now. I don't believe he was hit with no pow. Now, if y'all believe that, that's y'all believe, but I do not believe that. When they took her car, even if she would have cleaned the blood up, they would have still detected blood was in that car. So no, he did not get hit with no pow. I don't believe that. Or maybe she had, wait a minute. Oh, God damn it. Or maybe she had hidden some things due to the, yeah, could have been. Good morning, Royalty. Good morning, sweetie. How are you doing? Blessings to you too. I don't believe it was a pow. No, it wasn't. It was not no pow. Come on, anybody. This is just, listen, y'all, we all speculating over here because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she putting out false information. No, we don't put out false information. Any case you cover, again, is speculation because we don't know because we was not there. But I can guarantee you that it was not a pow. And like Open Book said, if it was a bottle, it still would have been blood everywhere, and then you would have seen glass. So I don't believe that neither. Now, I do believe she could have hit him with the car. I can say that much, but I just can't say a pow. It was something heavy, even that, right, Open Book. Yes, right. You know, that messed up his brain like that. But it definitely wasn't no pow. That's for sure. I can guarantee y'all that. Nah, I don't believe that. Because I believe that. I don't even believe that case would have even looked like they would close that case. If they possibility to believe that man was being beat in the head, that was beat with a pow. I don't think that case would have never got closed. Period. And I also believe Lulu ass would have been in jail. I do believe that. Did they really take her car? Yes, they did take her car. That's how they knew by her GPS device where she was at. Because how they are saying they had an investigation wasn't done because she was. Yeah, they did take her car. They did take her car. Who else? Wait, hold on. Maybe they're barking up the wrong tree. What if somebody from the town did or some type of... Yeah, we really don't know. Yeah, that is a racist town. We do know that. Well, that's what they say because I don't live there, but that's what people were saying. It is a racist town. See, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That's the part I get stuck at. What the hell did she hit him with? That's the part too. Yeah. But I just don't believe it was a pistol. I don't believe it was a pistol. I just don't believe that. I mean, you hit somebody with a pistol, trust me, you're going to bleed out. You definitely going to bleed out if you get hit with a pistol. So, I don't know. Yes, open book. Yes. Yes. I agree. Yeah. So, I don't know. Let's finish listening, y'all. Y'all be taking me somewhere else.
Right. So you get in your car and get back there to the scene with my nephew getting in on a stretcher, getting in the back of an ambulance. You throw him out and left him for dead. And if you didn't, that's how we feel. And if we wrong, Lord, forgive us, but reveal the truth. Not only that, your story changed because guess what? You called the Mama Renee. And when you called the Mama Renee, you gonna tell Renee, oh, he fell at the gas station and bumped his head. How he fell at the gas station and bumped his head when you claimed to put him out of car. Okay, now the story changed again.
Now, do anybody know, because I don't know, so I don't want to say, do anybody know if Lulu told Renee that he fell at the gas station? Do anybody know that? Because I don't know that. It's just so messy now, and we can't trust nobody. That's facts, Ms. Wood. I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah, it is. It has become messy. Yeah. So if anybody heard that, I don't know that if she told Renee that. Have anybody heard that before? I ain't gonna say that y'all hear Renee, because y'all don't know her. But have anybody heard that of Lulu told Renee that? That's what I'm trying to say.
This on Sunday morning, Renee drive up to Gainesville. The Davis family don't even know my nephew in the hospital. I gotta call it like it is. My Davis family don't even know that she got the call and call it like it is. Granny, Renee, I got love for you. You done lost 2 sons, and it's your last living son that just got his life taken. But she called you. You say you wasn't gonna call us because you wanted to get up there and see what happened once you got there.
So, no proof was provided that Lulu told Renee. Okay, I don't. Well, we listened to her video, so I think it's bigger than what we think. A lot of people keep saying that. I wonder if Lulu would ever speak again. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. What do y'all think?
So you called Marshala and gave us the first story. The girlfriend told you he fell and bumped his head. That's what you said. So when Marshala
well, actually, this channel is only putting out what she's talking about. What she's saying. That's what this channel is really posting. It's everything coming from her.
got the call. She calling us in the Davis family to say, we got to take a drive and see what went on with my nephew. Guess what? I wasn't there. Y'all wasn't there. Lulu was there. And at the end of the day, nobody knows but God. And it's going to come forward. Not only that, does next story change.
And I'm glad she said that. Nobody wasn't there but Lulu, Tyrone, and God. Because God is up looking down. Okay? So I'm glad she said that for the people be like, oh my God, everybody don't know what they're talking about. Everybody putting out fake information. Everybody is speculating again. Everybody that blogs on this story is speculating again because no one was not there. Not even her. Not even Renee. Nobody. So if you was not there in any situation, you can't do nothing but speculate. I don't care who you are. Period. So I'm glad she said that when she tried to come for me. Lulu will speak once she is. Oh, you think she'll speak? She may. Hey, Rebecca. That's true, open book. I agree. Yeah, she might be in fear. That's so true. That's true. She did. She told 7 different stories, but yet no need for one, huh? Lulu name not even on the so-called accident report. But the mom, Miss D and chat, happy St. Patrick's Day to you too, baby girl. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. Like we all trying to, say what we feel could have happened. That's all I could say. Because I wasn't there. I watch enough 48 hours to know Lulu would crack. Girl, that used to be my show. I stopped watching. I haven't watched it in a couple of years, but I used to love the 48 hours. I think I stopped watching because it was too traumatizing sometimes. It was just too much violence. And I don't like all that violence in my spirit. So I just stopped watching it. But I used to watch that a lot. For me, I have to go out and come back in now for sure. This is happening for others. Does 48 hours even come on? I don't know if it come on no more since I haven't watched it in a couple of years, like I said. So I don't even know if it still do come on no more. I'm not sure. But I was really invested, but it started getting too much. I don't like all that violence and stuff, so I just stopped looking at it. So, but I don't know if it still come on anymore. I don't know.
Again, come on, Natalie. Come join with me. Take that jacket off. Come join me. Not only that, the Davis family got there. They said he brain dead, trauma to the skull, the back of the skull, his blunt force trauma to his head. Something had to happen. It didn't happen falling out no car. It did not happen falling down no stairs. It did not happen the way they kind of make these different stories. I ain't gonna say they is Lou. So not only that, you let him out. And at the end of the day, pulled off, you left him for dead. Why would you leave him? How did he end up at the hospital? And let me grant it, y'all. They found my nephew's body under a bridge on Archer Road, on the side of the road. They found my nephew under a bridge and said a car pulled up and he stepped out of the car and staggered and fell to the ground. How in the hell that you left my nephew and then found him under a bridge when ain't nobody under the bridge, Lord God? You guilty for that alone. It's not coincidence. Let me tell you something. If it walked like a duck, it talked like a duck, call Aflac. It's a goddamn duck. My cousin G-Boy said if a duck could pull a trunk, hook him up. Some foul play done happened to my nephew. We mourning, we grieving, we angry. He love on everybody. We love all people. You don't do people like that. And then for the ones say, what happened to him? Y'all need to know what happened to him. Some of y'all more family than his own goddamn family. We all are going through our own motion. I'm finna get out of this phone because I'm getting emotional and I'm under a roller coaster. But I want y'all to know his whole skull was fractured to the front, fractured to the back. So if you hit him in the back of the head whatever rumor, whatever lifetime mystery, puzzle, whether it was an accident, then you say he stumbled out the car, then you say he jumped out of the car, you was going 25 miles, then you say he tripped on the feet as he was getting out. Accidents happen, but quit lying, Lulu. Tell us what happened to my nephew. If y'all was arguing and it started at the cabin, like you say, and however he ended up on the bridge, we need to freaking know. We need to know what's going on. It's not right. It's not right. We got a right to be angry. My brother Tyrone Davis got a right to be pissed off and angry by his goddamn son. This is a senseless death. Yeah, God know he was going to check out. But guess what? At the end of the day, decisions had to be made. He loved you, girl. And at the end of the day, if you're taking a side and you're blaming, you just as guilty as it can be. You just as guilty as her. Because if you can't see it, Ray Charles can see it. If you ain't got nothing to conscience, tell the truth. What happened? God gonna reveal the truth. Them detectives gonna build the truth. My family don't even wish no hate on you for death, but I'm gonna tell you, your ass gonna pay for what happened to my nephew. And whatever the truth is, it is gonna come out. It don't make no sense. Now let's tell them what they told y'all. Woo! Woo! Sister, you got it out. You got it out.
It's different stories that have been told, man. We don't want to hear we don't want the phone call. She might talk after, but I don't want to do it right now. The story ain't adding up, and we just want the story to add up. We need 2 + 2 to equal 4. I can't say what happened. I wasn't there. My family can't say what happened because we were not there. But what I am gonna say is he was left on the side of the road in the city that he ain't from, with no phone, no ID, no gun.
That's why I never said that she didn't have anything to do with it. You know, I never said that. I just came at Tasha because she tried to come at me. You know what I'm saying? And I called out her bad behavior and her lies, but it never had anything to do with getting justice for Dro. So, you know, I do want to clear that up. I came after her because of her behavior and her lies and shit like that, you know. So that's why I came after her. I see why Tasha was the spokesperson. She is speaking and can't even say nothing after that. Lord have mercy, Tyrone deserves justice. Yes, he does. There go my girl coming on in the building. What's going on, PA? Good evening, girl. So, yeah, I want to see justice for him, and I want to see justice for Meeks. Always, always. It's just that I call out behavior when I see behavior. That's period. That's what my channel is based on also. If I see behavior and I feel like I want to call it out, I'm going to call it out. That's just point blank, period. That's just what I do. But it didn't take away justice from Dro.
No, nothing. I was told that he was let out of. I was told that the car was brought to a complete stop and he was let out. Then I was told the car may have been going 25 miles an hour when he was let out. 25 miles an hour. You can't do 25 in the school zone, but you stopped and let him out at 25 miles an hour. The math ain't mathing. I just say 2 + 2 need to equal 4. Whatever happened, even if you didn't do something to him, you're responsible because we left him in your hands. You was with him. He loved you with everything in him. So to leave.
And I agree with her. She was in the hands of her cousin, because I think it's her cousin. So she should know what happened to him. She should know. She should absolutely know what happened to him. I agree with her 100%. She should know.
Leave him in a city that he ain't from, on the side of a road. Absolutely. For him to be found and taken to the hospital under John Doe because you weren't there. They caught him in the hospital under John Doe. We saw the hospital records.
Oh no, I don't want to reach out to them. No disrespect to you, but nah, I don't want to reach out to them. You know, I don't want nobody to think I'm clout chasing. I don't do that, and I don't like what Tasha did to me. So no, I don't want to reach out to her. Now maybe the cousin right here or whatever, but her, nah, I don't want her on my panel.
They say a couple on the side of the road stopped and the wife happened to be a nurse. Thank God for those people because they tried to save my cousin. They gave my cousin CPR and they tried to save my cousin, but you weren't there. At the end of the day, no matter what happened, you should have been there. Whether you did it, whether you didn't do it, whether it was an accident, whether it was on purpose, you should have been there. You should have been able to give us an accurate account of what happened, and you can't. The only people we knew in Jacksonville was you and him. And you couldn't give us in Gainesville, and you couldn't give us an account of what happened. So right now, we go off of what we know. You saying everybody wrong for judging, everybody wrong for feeling some type of way? If something happened to the man I love, if I don't call nobody else, if I don't get in touch with nobody else, his family gonna hear from me before anybody. The hospital called his mama. You told me that. You didn't call his mama. You didn't call his daddy. You didn't call his grandma. You didn't call his auntie. Bitch, you sat at the hospital for 24 motherfucking hours with them people not talking to you. You told me out your mouth them people wouldn't tell you nothing. So you sat there for an hour for a day.
No, they did not give him CPR. They didn't give him CPR. That's not what I heard the nurse say anyway. You know, I don't think he needed CPR anyway. I mean, I didn't hear her say she gave it to him. I don't know.
They ain't let them people tell you nothing. And they called nobody who could have got the answers that were needed. You sat there for 24 hours. This happened on.
Okay, what if it's really no justice to get? What if Lulu really didn't do anything besides let him out the car? And also, you can't hold someone accountable for a grown person's actions. I don't know. Tasha knew she put on for the world. Ooh. No, he was still breathing. Right, open book. You're right. Because she did say that. Right. Thank you for bringing that back. She did. Yeah. Because she told the auntie that he was still breathing. Right. You're right. Oh, Lord Jesus. He was breathing so he wouldn't need CPR. Right, sis. Absolutely. And he was moving and making noise. Yes, I did hear the nurse say that also. Yes. And you could be right. Who said that? I think Virgo. I think you could be right. What if it comes to find out that she didn't do anything? And I think the family is also spoke on that. If she didn't do anything, they'll let the situation go and they'll start their healing process. But at this point, I guess they just want to know what did happen. Because again, we don't know. We was not there to know what really took place and what happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I mean, I can say I do believe he did not get hit with no pow. I can say that. I'm not a nurse, but I just don't see that. I don't see that. You know. Right, open book. She said he was making a noise like he was seasoned. Right, you're right. Absolutely. Open book got a good brain. She got a good brain. Respectfully, if he really don't do anything, the story wouldn't change. She wouldn't be scared to tell to the world. She only told the mama, a person who took her side, and the world. If Lulu didn't do anything, she should be fighting to get answers. That's true. I agree. Oh, Lord. The whole case is a big mess. It's crazy. I guess we're all just guessing and speculating. There you go, Virgo. I like that. That's what we're doing because we was not there. Any case I cover, that's all I can do is speculate. Not unless I was there and I seen what happened and I can come back on my platform and tell y'all exactly what I seen and what I heard. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate your honesty. That's all we can do. And that's anybody that covered this story because none of us was there. I don't care if it's 50 content creators covering this story. We all speculating because we don't know, because we was not there. And that's in any case that we cover. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that. I still want to know what was the accident? I don't know. Whew, y'all. Hey, Auntie Barbara, I strongly believe a lot of what is in Dro's phone. Or are you saying one of what's in that phone? Hey, Real Talk, I watch your videos. You so funny. I love your videos. I love your videos. I do. I love your videos from a man perspective. I really do love your videos. Keep them coming. I love them. So, y'all, we only can speculate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. That's all we can do right now is speculate. I pray for justice. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. I don't want to beef with nobody. I don't want to argue with nobody. But I appreciate you, Miss D. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you for, being the man that you are and the content that you put out, and you always speak from a man perspective. So I like that about you. I don't want to beef with nobody. I don't want to argue with nobody. It's just that, I always built my content off of narcissistic behavior, whether it come to a man or a woman. I don't be biased over here. If I feel like a man got narcissistic behavior and I'm covering a story about him, I'm gonna call it out. That's just me. Real Talk can tell you that. That's what my platform always been about. Open Book can tell you that. Anybody that been with me can tell you that. I call out behavior like that. Okay? Yeah, I do. That's my journey. Lulu started that. It wasn't an accident outside. It was out of their control. What does that actually mean? Well, Open Book, you in the chat. It sounds like to me, when she said it was out of my control, like she did do something, but she didn't mean to do it, and it was out of her control. Now, y'all can tell me how y'all feel. That's how I feel. That's just my feeling. What did you say, Open Book? That's what I take from that when she said it was out of my control. It's either she did something, she did not mean to do it, she felt guilty of it, but it was out of her control. Because if I feel like it was somebody else, maybe she could have said, well, he or her did it. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Royal D. Yes. I mean, I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I took it. That's how I took it. Maybe y'all may take it different. I think she did something, and maybe it was their usual way, but this time it went too far. Okay, thank you, Open Book. Thank you. You make me feel better. Thank you. Because that's what I took from that, y'all. I took that from that. I did. I'm just going to be honest. That's what I took from what she told. Is this the cousin right here, y'all? This the cousin, right? So this is what she told the cousin. Lulu need to know, you just can't believe what the boys stands that they don't know. Excuse me, while Tyrone was on the side of the road. Maybe I'm getting out the car. Maybe getting out the car was out of her control. It could have been that too. It could have been that. It could have been that. Or it could have been the other way. You know what me and Open Book is saying. We don't know. But what I will say, I do believe she know what happened. I will say that. I do believe that. I do believe she do know what happened, but it went too far, and it got out of her control. Allegedly, they are arguing over his daughter. His daughter? What is daughter? Oh, I don't know. But I did hear that before. Even if it's out of her or his control, just tell the truth. I agree, Candy Girl. I agree. I took it that way too. She hurt him. Thank you. Y'all, it's much better today. I don't got the trolls in here messing with me. When them trolls come in here messing with me, y'all, it makes my attitude turn ugly, and I don't like that. Thinking that she did something, and regardless of it afterwards, maybe she did something and didn't mean it. Right, Brittany. Absolutely. Right. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, she did do something, but didn't mean to do it. Heated argument, got out of control. And that's why she's saying that she had no control of it. But you have to have control of your actions. Then that's a fact. That's a fact. You have to have control of your actions. You have to work on letting the trolls be trolls. D. Thank you, sis. Yes, I do. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's why they're being quiet. Yes. So I do believe it happened that way. I do believe she is involved in what happened to him. And I always said that. And I always believed that. Right? I didn't take her off the table like people thought I took her off the table. I just wanted people to know. Never mind. I'll leave that alone. But yeah, I never took her, out of the equation. But I would say this. If the mother wants to believe her, it's nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. It's nothing none of us can do about that. If this is what the mother believing, what she said, I'm not going to talk about the mother, dog her out, or whatever the situation may be. But if the mom does find out that Lulu really did have something to do with them, she's definitely going to be hurt, because she did ask her, did you hurt my son? Did you do anything to hurt my son? The mom did ask her that. So if the mom do become to find out when this investigation is over that Lulu did play a role and hurt her son, that's going to damage her. I can guarantee you it will, because she lied. It's sad him and his daughter was not speaking when he passed. Yes, that's very sad, sis. It is. I agree with you. Yes, I definitely agree with you. That is sad. It's all fishy, and it started with Lulu for me. She should want to say something, because he was her boyfriend, and it seems like she don't care about Tyrone like that. Well, I said this in the beginning too, y'all, before I stopped covering the case the first time. I always said, if y'all can remember, what the ones that used to come in my chat, that I felt in my heart that Tyrone did love her more. I did feel that way. And I could be wrong, but that's how I felt. I did feel that way. It's all fishy. Okay, I read that. She's quiet because her day is coming sooner than later. I mean, hey, if it happened, it happened. You know what I mean? Justice is justice. Period. It is what it is. You know? Hey, justice got to be served, and as long as they doing what they're supposed to do, and you know, hold her accountable for whatever reason for what she did, then it is what it is. you know. Hey, my girl Brittany. Facts, Miss D. Yes, his baby mama posts that the kids are hurting. I can definitely believe that. I can definitely believe that. Of course. You know, they will never see their dad again. Yeah. Yeah. It's a sad situation, y'all. It really is. I'm trying to keep with the comments and the video, y'all. So don't act like I'm drop the link, please. My mom can what link are you talking about, sweet? The link to the StreamYard. Let me know what you're talking about, because my mom Brittany can drop it for you if that's what you're talking about. So let me know. The only thing I can think of is me harming my boyfriend. Yeah, I would never harm my boyfriend. I will walk away. Okay, my Brittany. Yeah, my Brittany can drop the link. My Brittany, she can drop the link. She in the chat. And it's sad, y'all. It is. It is. It is a sad situation. It really is. It's hurtful. It's painful. I just think I felt a little type of way, and I had to get myself together yesterday. One of my supporters did call me, and I guess after I called out Tasha, we talked about it and everything. She know why I did it. I didn't do it to be malicious or anything, because I'm not a bully or any of that, but I just got it off my chest, and that was it, and that was all. But I move on from that now. I said what I said. It is what it is, and I won't take it back. But at the same time, yes, I do want justice for Dro. We said Gainesville's police department, but remember, it was told to them it was an accident. Yeah, I do remember. She said Lulu is a narcissist. See, I can't study Lulu, y'all, because she won't. I don't have no evidence on her. I can't study her behavior, and that's what I'm about. Brittany dropped the link for whoever said they want to come up. I don't know her behavior, y'all. I don't. So I didn't want to be mean, and when I say mean, y'all, I don't like to be mean to nobody. I like to be fair. I don't like calling people out their names. I don't like doing that, but I can't study her behavior because she don't talk. She don't go live. She don't say nothing. We don't see nothing. So I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I'm making sense, right? Because I never want to just
testing. Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
All right. Hello. I've been watching everything since it happened. I'm in and out with the case because that my brain's just like your brain too goes into overload with what basically like how the story changed so much, So I have to step away from it because hello chat, hello, thanks moderator for letting me up. And my brain going to overload dealing back with this situation. I am from Florida. I am well known down there. In fact, we're down there off of Broward Boulevard, where they are at.
Okay.
So I know what they. I know, that is my summer ground. Went to school, everything down there.
Okay.
So basic. When I listen to the story, I know the history of the family because someone worked for the school board of Broward County.
Okay.
So I'm just telling you, a little bit that I know because it come from my hometown down there in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Well, only thing that it had basically. I go in, like you, D. I go in with the story, and I have to pull out. It'd be too much. And the reason why that to me with this story from the beginning, I never seen something that keep on changing. Over there, Gigi, Mrs. Sweet Spot. She would do a live, like a little something in the morning time, maybe 1 or 2 o'clock. And she'll do it back for an hour or two. Next thing you know, she would come back like late evening, nighttime. Something don't happen then. You know how many times I never seen a story just keep on damn changing. And I think so because I was too invested in it, because I knew I got to call my cousin back, because I knew basic the stomping ground and basic what really more about that circle, because you know my kids down there. That's where I'm from, down there, Fort Lauderdale. I'm from there. So basic, and then I seen a lot of my friends that I grew up with, how that they was around here. Then I had saw, in fact, with the lady that's speaking for them. I even know her. So I see a whole lot basic it what's going on. And then with this Lulu chick, I see basic what's going on with me. I had told Gigi when I heard the story, while all of them were piled up there on Gigi panel. And I told Gigi, Gigi, I know those people. I said that those people is about that life. I noticed I was able to tell Gigi step by step. Here we go, going in a couple more days into our 3rd month. And everything I had said, didn't think them was going to come, finally coming all to pass. Not only what Polo came to say. I don't even know Polo. I don't even know what that Auntie Tasha. I don't know any of them, but it's just that I know the group and the family that's around, like dinner fight with the daddy. I've been gone since I moved from down there from 1985. But it's still
so you don't live in Florida no more?
No, I don't live in Florida, but I go to Florida.
Okay, gotcha.
My family's in Deerfield, Port St. Lucie, Fort Lauderdale, down there. All my family around there.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so I moved up here, I don't know, what, like 3 years ago in North Carolina. So basically, I know, but the strangest thing about this is they want to put it on somebody. To me, just only me, it was an abusive relationship. Yes, it was more than Lulu. You didn't have to. He was on those powder donuts. He was on those powder donuts. Even when the early part of the years when he got out the car, then jumped out the car, then he was on that. This time here, he was on it too. Now, I heard the story didn't fact that Lulu said something about not Lulu. Well, we ain't heard Lulu say nothing, but anyway, how the road was looking, and you know, we were back then. We was in daylight saving time, right? Lulu Worth had stopped and let him out. That a car could have hit her. For what I look at the car in that time of the evening, that road not all that busy. Yes, Lulu was mad and hot-headed just like him. He may have responded back, let me out this damn car, you this, that, and another. And then she just like, well, okay, then. But Lulu did look in the mirror and made sure cars wasn't behind her. She did do that because nobody is going to step on brakes like that in a busy work. Get out. Nobody not going to do that. All you will have a bad accident that cars hitting you all in the back up, you know, and make a sudden stop. Lulu played a part. Did it back with him going ahead and getting out the car. I feel that when he got out the car was coasting a little bit. That's how basically how he lost his balance, and then he just fell on down.
So are you saying that you don't think Lulu had nothing to do with his demise?
No, I'm just saying, no, what I'm saying that Lulu played a part in it. Lulu she did look deep in the, you know, when you getting ready to make a stop, you always look in that mirror. You just can't get up there on the road and say that since y'all had an argument, well, hell, get the hell out. No, you cannot do that because cars, you will have an accident. Cars will hit you from the back. Boom, boom. So Lulu did have time to think, to make a decision. It wasn't no cars behind you, Lulu. It wasn't no cars behind you. If the cars was behind you and you made a sudden stop because he said, let me get the hell out of here. I can't stand you, bitch. Let me get the hell out of here. Oh, I'm sorry about my language.
That's okay because, you know, you know, he might have said some things like that because
Uh-huh.
you know, arguments get heated between, you know,
Mhm.
couples and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So he could have said some stuff like
Mhm.
that. But I
And-
want to know, did she stop that car or did he open that door and jump out? But I do believe that something did happen and Lulu did a little something because she said it was out of her control. And I
She
told
was-
y'all in
they
the
was-
chat what I felt like what she meant by that.
Okay, it was out of her control. They was arguing, and them two was arguing back and forth. Both of them was hot-headed. Both of them. But one thing you got to understand that nobody not looking at this here. It's all pertaining to that cellular phone. It's all pertaining to that cellular phone. Because it's supposed to be.
So when you say cellular phone, what do you mean? Do you mean he's saying something in Lulu's phone?
Stay off the cellular phone, baby. We're gonna spend some time together. Every time I turn around, you on this damn cellular phone. And then the argument basic escalate coming, but way how that it takes me, and the argument basic escalate from one spot to another spot. Screaming in the car. They are used to screaming and beating on each other. But this time, didn't fight with this here. He was hard-headed. She did not come to no complete stop. He ain't let the car start rolling. It wasn't no car behind Lulu because when you stop right now, a car will hit you right in the back. Because that car wasn't expected for you to do a sudden stop. Think about it. You just can't stop like that. He just ain't jumped out the car just like that.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you know Lulu, Dro, or anybody, Renee, the family? Do you know any of them?
No, I just know the people. I don't know any of that, but I know the people that's around in their circle that basic on Facebook. We all grow together because they are under me. They under me. Me and Drew Daddy, we base it either we the same age or he about 55 or 56 because I'm 59. See, a lot of things they what basically what they ain't saying, and a lot of things that they just didn't know, and they ain't think so. People are basic can pick this here up. I was able to pick up all this here was everything, the whole family. I was able to pick up all that, and then also to the lady that's that supposed to be speaking for them. My brother got a baby from one of the girls down there, and the girl had 5 kids. But anyway, her child it was in the wheelchair. He got hit going across the road, and they never did trying to find out who did the hit and run, and everybody know the little boy, with his wheelchair, because he grown now. Call him little boy. He's grown. He died in his 30s. And I would say that about like 4 years ago. She was involved in that, trying to find justice. Did the fact that they said it was no offense, nobody. They said it was this Haitian kid, and he was driving so fast, didn't just left the boy just dead in the street. That lady played a part in that. And basically, they had walked the street. And they did a whole lot of justice for that. So as I do my research, I get on the phone last night. I'm watching everything. I call my niece. That's the niece that's the mother, that son that died. Me and her still call each other sister-in-law. I couldn't reach the mother, but I reached my niece last night. And I said, hey, I see your mama on there rallying. Tell me a little that you know about this here. And then she say, Aunt D, you know how things go down here. You know everything basic. Just allegedly. This is her lady. Me and her just talking like nieces, auntie and niece. Last night we stayed on the phone about like 2 hours talking about this situation.
Now, can I ask you another question?
Go ahead.
How do you know that Dro was on paddle? Respectfully,
like this here, allegedly, he was about that life. He was about that life. He was about that life with that powder, and even though that he was a truck driver, and them drivers, you never know if they're gonna ever come back home. You know that. I mean, it just like anything, like a war when them truck drivers out on the street attacking blow out anything, and the truck can slid across the road and everything. But yes, Dro was on powder. They not gonna tell y'all that because they a person that in a straight mind, definite not gonna get out no car because they very high. That powder keep them they know like they on high alert. But what he failed to understand, and let him peace be upon him and the family. But what he failed to learn that concrete wasn't gonna move, that asphalt wasn't gonna move. He was on powder. They gonna do everything that they want to say. Dealing back with that autopsy, he had drugs in his body, and also too. Couple days
Now
ago,
I didn't hear that he had. Now I never heard that he had drugs in his body. I never heard.
I'm called drug. I don't know what all, but I know it was powder. How do they call it? How do we call it, Ron? We called it powder donuts. He had that in his body,
but no one never stated that. I never heard of that. I never. I don't want to put it out there like that because I never heard that.
Well, okay then. Like I had said again, they was about their life, including down to the father. Nobody even say with that this ain't the father, so nobody ain't say identify with the father. He good with firearm. He was a drug dealer. He don't been to prison and everything, did in fact with drugs and a change. Nobody didn't even think about it. I had said something about it. Later on, as it came on, same thing what I had said to him. I said, he is from prison. His father is from prison. And also did in fact with Dro and his father. They was close as, that's my son. I love my son. But they didn't really, they really didn't get along. They really didn't get along. Because you know how they when a son grew up and everybody got their own life and all that. Him and his daddy, they was close. Close because that's my son and I love my boy. But they didn't get along too well. Did in fact with his mother. His mother, he kept more contact, basically talking to his mother. But Dro wanted out. He wanted out. He wanted out of the lifestyle what he was accustomed to. He wanted out of lifestyle. That's why he got a truck. And I mean, he was driving and doing, making money the hard working way, and also to making dirty money too. That never did left him. But he still yet. He was tired of his family begging. He's on the road. Nephew, could you help my little, Auntie don't get paid this year, we get it. That's how it was feeling back with that. He was tired of them. It was so much every time you turn around when they think so, I'm going to try to talk for him right now. When he thinks so, we good in the family, something else popped off.
Now, let me say this. I do believe he helped the family out a lot. I do believe that. But I'm not going to say that, you saying that, but I'm not going to say that they found powder in his system because I don't know that. So I don't want to spin a narrative.
They don't tell you that. They know.
Yeah, well, I'm going to still say that because I don't want to spin a narrative on I'm not worried about nobody coming after me, but I just like to be honest and open because I don't want anybody to put lies out. It's something about me. So what I'm saying, I don't want to say, oh my God, damn. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know that. I know some people did read the autopsy, but I never heard that was in the autopsy. So that's why I say, how do you know that? Was you told that or you just assumed that? Because you say he's into that type of lifestyle. You know what I mean? So I don't want to say that.
All this here above what you saying. What that boy named Pablo? What name? Polo?
I never heard Polo say that was in the report. I mean, now unless I missed something, but I never heard
Polo said that he basically wasn't no angel. Polo talks about the lifestyle basic that basically what he was about and what they all basically was into. Polo did step one thing, did in fact with drugs. He did. I just broke that down to it. He did step on stuff like
So
that.
you heard Polo say that?
I heard Polo say it the other night. I think that was the night he came on GG channel.
See, I don't like me personally myself. I don't want to say someone said something if I didn't hear it myself, because I like
Polo talked about their life. Polo talked about their life and everything. What I said, they was into the fast life. Polo talked about that. Then, as I'm doing my research, and I had subscribed to Polo on Facebook, and I basically like just listen to him and listen to everything. See what I am getting from Polo. Polo to me met these people did impact with the internet. Family and everybody. He met them from the internet. But if people don't hear his story when he come out, you would think so they were Ace Coon Doom in there. Childhood friends been there. He met them did in fact with the internet. That's how Polo met the family and them.
Well, I think everybody met them from the internet because it went
you know what I'm trying to say, from the internet. So when I listened to Polo talk, I said that Polo met him, and okay, he was good people, and it wasn't no bun like how people thought when it first came out that Polo, you got to talk like they was Ace Coon Doom. They was not Ace Coon Doom. They was not. Polo said did in fact that if they want a deeper autopsy on the body, a deeper thing, they should pay for that. Because in a way, before anybody die, not all people get autopsy, but so most people know basically what they dying and what they dying of. But sometimes that did in fact with the doctors, did in fact with the hospital and the doctor. Sometimes that when a person die cancer, they still want to do an autopsy on the body. Did in fact, like when my husband died, he died for prostate cancer. We know he was dying for prostate cancer. We know that, but still yet we still did an autopsy on the body. It was still prostate cancer. Well, it took them out. But did in fact with the family. Now the family, I feel that if Dro was living right now, he stayed distant from his family because it was so much damn bullshit. Oh God, I'm sorry about saying that on your turn. It was so much. And one thing, it just was so much. He was on a lot of stress, didn't think, with his family, and it's all the time. If it was one thing, it was 5, 6, or 7 that was going on in the family. He was, yes, he when he come around, everybody was glad to see him. He coming down because basically he kept everybody there because when he come in town, everybody want to come around and have a good time. But and a lot of time when he came in town, he hurried up and got the hell out of time because, oh hell, they don't start this mess. But Polo talked about it. Polo didn't come out and say, oh yeah, he had power. Polo said that he knew him. He was about that life, and they all had. He did say they all had deal with drugs. Something come out in the fight with Polo while he went to jail. What that
you know what? I don't want to kick Dro down because, and the reason why I say that, and this is from my heart, because he is a deceased man, right?
I don't want to kick him down.
I said the things I said yesterday because I was targeted. Okay. And I didn't and I didn't say anything because I'm dogging out Dro, because I don't dog out deceased people. I don't do anything like that. So I don't want to go too deep into his past, what he was in, into. You know what I'm saying? I just do want justice for Dro. I feel that Dro deserves the justice. I feel everybody surrounding him do deserve the justice that he gets. So, you know, I don't and the only reason, like I said, I came after the auntie because she came for me. Like, don't come for me and I won't come for you. You know, but that's squash, that's over. I said what I said. It is what it is. I'm done with that. But I, you know, because, you know, I suffer with
Okay.
all over the place.
What if justice for Dro? What justice do you want? Say what happened?
What justice do I want? I want to see what happened to that man. Did that man get out of the car and get hit by another car? Did Lulu put that man out of that car and hit that man and then went about her way? That's justice. Yes. Even though, like I said, what I said yesterday, it doesn't take the fact away from getting justice from Dro, because we don't know what happened on that scene.
Okay.
And the family on both sides deserve to know what happened to their loved ones. I think once they find out what happened to their loved ones, they would be at ease. They would be at peace with, you know, what happened to him. If they feel like that Lulu didn't do anything, they would still be at peace. If they feel like that it comes out that Lulu did something, she took accountability, Lulu goes to jail, and she be held accountable for her behavior, for even leaving a scene of an accident, whatever may happen. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to sit here and say Lulu didn't do nothing because I was not there. I was not there to know what really happened. But do I believe she know what happened? Absolutely. Do I believe?
Yes, I'm telling you, yes, I believe that.
Yes, I do. So I don't want to sit here and talk about a deceased man, what he did. I don't want to do that because I don't want nobody to do that to one of my children. If one of my children passed away, you know, it talks with my PTSD and it runs me all over the place. So
okay, look, getting back with Lulu. Yes, Lulu was there. Yes, she know what happened. But the stranger thing with this here, they claim that they gave Lulu 3 polygraphs. And all 3 came back with the same. Lulu was there. Lulu knew exactly what happened. And her story hadn't been changed yet. Because allegedly, like, they is it true that it's a 3 polygraph that she took? I can understand the first one. It just happened, and we basically got to sink into her exactly what just happened, and then they let her go. Call her back in another week or so after that. Everything on okay. Now let's talk about. Let's see. Could you tell us the story? What happened again? Repeat exactly what happened again.
But the thing is, she never told her story what happened. She never came out publicly to tell her story. She told the auntie, from what she said, what happened, and she told Renee what happened. But as Lulu speaking publicly, she never spoke publicly of what happened to her.
She don't have to. I think you say she told the auntie. I think so. She told the mama. And she told the people that, because when you're at the hospital, you know, the police and things gonna come. So of course at the hospital, they're gonna question her and talk to her about what exactly what had happened. But then I hear getting on a public platform and saying people gonna argue like how we doing that. Come with their own type of judgment. But yes, it was said by Natasha, it was 3 polygraphs, and Tasha said that Drew. Whatever his mom name, I forgot what his mom name. Renee told her that Lulu took 3 polygraphs and she passed all 3. I said, with my opinion, it's sort of kind of rough to take 3 polygraphs. Usually I can understand the first one because you all panicking and then they're going to wait till you calm down. Then they're going to look at it. Then they're going to bring you back in to see could you repeat again because you don't come down. But a 3rd polygraph, that's one I couldn't get. But Tasha said that Renee said that she took 3 polygraphs and she passed all 3. It's the 3rd polygraph is what don't gets to me. The first one, when something happened, everybody's all panicking, all this kind of stuff there. How? The second one, when they call up again, now she don't accept what don't happen now. Let's get her when she in a calm mind. But with a third polygraph, I don't understand that one. I can't understand. I don't believe it was a third one. But yes, Tasha said that Renee said that she took 3 polygraphs and she passed. I'm not here for the kid kick the dead down, but I'm just basic. And even though whatever that lifestyle, he lived a great life. He lived a great life. But then in fact with Lulu, of course Lulu know what happened. Of course that Lulu pissed off like, hey, have that damn attitude and pull off. And she said she went up there to the store up there. Then when she started seeing the paramedic, and another thing that I have a problem with too is the white people with their stories. One lady is a nurse. She had to ask her boyfriend, her husband, should I call the paramedic? You are trained. You got the thing. See, a lot of that there. I looked at the video again last night. Something about that then. You see a man that's in the road. Another car comes up. Both gentlemen get this young man out the road before a car comes and hit him. That's how that you know with Lulu. Lulu was looking in the mirror before she even made that stop. She was hot. She was mad. She was looking at me because nobody don't get on any highway and just stop. No, you're going to look up there in the mirror to see it's in the cars behind you. So basically when she thought she was that there, to me, that part there, it was a plan. To me, that part there was a plan. You had time enough to think, Lulu. When you look right there in that mirror and know that you was
she did have time to think. She did have time to think. And no matter what the situation was, she didn't have to leave him on the highway.
She didn't have to leave him on the highway.
Any of that. You know, she
that
had to
part
do that.
That part there is, you had time to think, Lulu. You know good and well that you was in the road. You know good and well cars would come up behind you. You planned it, that part there. Now, I find that basic is a manslaughter situation. That part there, you had time to think. God, or whatever that you were saying, get the fuck out my car. Then bitch, then let me out. Before you even said that, even when you pulled off, Lulu, you were still looking in your mirror, your rear view mirror. You knew exactly what you was going to do. But you didn't know what the outcome was going to be about it. The paramedic, how it went down with the paramedic. You knew. That ain't the first time that you put him out the car. And he had his phone, had to call somebody. Hey, come and get me this fool and this girl acting all crazy and stuff.
So you saying that he called people before?
No. I'm just saying. This is just coming to me. This is not the first time this has happened with him and her in the car. And you know how it is. You put them out and basically a person always have a second phone. Hey, and usually be the guy. Hey, where you at? Let me get me an Uber. This is a big man. I'm waiting till I can't wait to go. I'm gonna get my car, get my key. I ain't bothering with them. You know basically how guys talk. Mm-hmm. Lulu had time to think. Is unexcusable because that you know what the part come in right there when you put him out in the road. Why another car ain't hit you in your ass? Come on, somebody. Why a car ain't hit you in your ass? You put him out. Why? Because you had planned and you know that it wasn't cars behind you.
Well, do you think she got out of the car or do you think she stayed in the car? When he got out of the car, do you think she got out?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Way how I think so that didn't fact with the car, she was driving. Her boot, she puts it on and off and put it on and off.
You know what? Now, I was thinking about maybe she took the boot off in the process of driving. I was thinking about that, but I never said that.
You know the boot thing, you know that thing is bigger than the gas pedal. So you can't You can't drive no, but I do believe that she takes it on and off, and yes, she will drive. And by when the end of the day comes, she basically would just rest her leg for him to drive. But did in fact with that, for her stopping for a man to go to his death right in the middle of the road, that there part there, I have a problem with that part there. Because again, you can look at it like this. If you stop directly in the road without thinking, your cars would have hit you in your behind. But you stop when no cars went around. So you stopped completely. And he got on out the car. You didn't even put the car in park. And that's how he rolled out and he fall. That there, right there, I can't wrap that around me. And then you look in the mirror. We always do that. Then you look right in the mirror and you saw that he had don't fell on the ground. Then you kept on going. That part there, I can't see how. Yes, it was an accident. Yes, it's an accident that happened. But still yet, Lulu.
Wait, so you think that she hit Dro and it was an accident? Yes, it was.
No, the whole
but
story is
listen,
an accident.
you still got to be held accountable.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yes, that's why I said that when you driving the car, you making a stop. Even when we at the red light and we stop, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be looking in our window and make sure that car ain't close up behind us, close up on us on our bumper. Even when we come to the stop sign, even though we going right, we still looking in our rear view mirror. See, and that's what the problem with Lulu right there. Lulu, you put that, no way you would have stopped in that busy road with all them cars coming and y'all just and stop, get out. No, you wouldn't. No. You had that you was going to put him out. You seen that road there, it wasn't no cars right there behind you. Nobody don't stop. Get your ass out. No, that's just like on the Interstate 95. Y'all having an argument. Even if you're on the Interstate 95, majority, I've seen a lot of cars, they pull on the side of the road and battle it out and fight it out in the car. And one of them get out the car and just start walking. But then in fact, the way how that you did it, you didn't put the car in park. You kept on letting the car move. You didn't. Because you didn't care. It ain't nothing about that. She couldn't think as a moment that, yes, the hell that you can think. If you can pull over that far and stop, you were thinking the whole damn time. Because if you weren't damn thinking, you would have put the car in park, then you get your ass, then you would have got out and damn walked. You saw him. You saw him fall on the ground. You seen everything. You know that the car didn't come to a complete stop. She lied. That part there, I have problem. Yes, it ruled out as an accident, but no, it's more to it. He loved her. She loved him, but she was not in love with him. Because you know what? Y'all could have took that up to the gas station.
I can't really. Well, I said that in the beginning of me covering the story that I felt like he was more deep in love with her.
Yeah.
She was with him.
Loved her, but
now I did see that. But I can't dissect Lulu behavior because I have nothing to go on. You understand what I'm saying? I can't just, like I have to study people. Put it like that, right? What I do on my platform. I have to study people. I have nothing to go on to study her.
This is what you can study. Put this here in your own personal life. You is riding down the road. You gonna make a sudden stop. Don't you know them cars will hit you? They'll pile up on one another and have a bad accident.
Well, I did say that.
Yeah, you seem to have a bad accident because all of a sudden you have what the hell? Just stop the car. No. You had it and you saw that it wasn't no cars behind you. You didn't let the car come to a complete stop because it came to a complete stop. He would have basically walked, but with the car is moving and you know for yourself, if we go out there in our car right now, put it in reverse apart, you know good and way that car is moving too fast. We got to run there and go to stop the car from rolling. So the car was moving. It was rolling fast enough for him to fall out to his death. That basically is common sense. That basis common sense. The car, we don't even have to put our foot on the pedal. You know, we go out right there. You know that car gonna start moving. Soon as we put it in drive or reverse. And you know how we do. We have to keep our foot on that brake because we know the car is gonna roll. That part there, to me, got to be looked at much better. Because nobody stops in the middle of the interstate or whatever by the interstate, and you don't see it's a car behind you. No, people don't do that. People don't do that. So it wasn't no love, but all of a sudden, this don't happen. She like, to me, my point. Oh shit. Oh God. She saw him when he fought. The car didn't come to no complete stop. And we know that for ourselves. We will lose our balance just like that, trying to stop a car. Girl, you put that car in reverse. Get in there, stop the car, stop the car, stop the car. That part there, I don't care what Tasha them, how they going, saying all that type of stuff there. But that part there in the car is I'm most concerned with. That does not sit right. Lulu was traveling 15, 20 miles in the accident took place. Well, okay. In the school zone, we have to go less than 5 miles an hour. That's in the school zone. And we still can't open up the car. And if she going 15 and 20, it to me, myself, it is fault that she played. I think so. No, she didn't stop. She based it. I don't want to use the K word. It basically like a manslaughter situation. You knew it. You know that you don't put nobody off. You can't even put nobody off on the side of the road on the interstate. That's a matter of life and death. They fought you for that. If you put somebody out your car and they walking on the interstate and they happen to fall down, they blame you for it. In a busy interstate. They charge you for that person because you don't put a person out on your car like that. You get them to a safe location, then get your behind out my car. Yeah, they need to look at. That's what they need to be questioned about. Right?
Well, I think a lot of things like that is going to be looked at now. Like, did she stop and he got out? But I do believe something took place on the highway. I just definitely do.
And you know how we drive our car. You know how we drive a car. You know them cars will ease off from us. Even if we at the red light or turn the corner, you know we still got to hold our foot on brake because the car gonna ease us on in damn traffic. That there, and when I seen that the highway, that girl, something about it. That girl had a I don't care attitude. It's just something about that. Because you don't let somebody get off in the car to their death. I can understand you pulled on the side of the road, but then get on that. You did not. You stopped right there. Then if you were to let him get out, he would have walked on out the way. But you kept on letting the car coast. And the car, it doesn't matter how fast you're going, that wind is strong, didn't fight with the car. Try it in your car. Try it in your car and see. It don't even have to move. You know that car is coasting with speed. What she did was totally unacceptable. I think so that it should be cause a man of his death. Because that you know good and well. And why you had to do it in the dark spot where nobody can see? You were going up there to the gas station. You could have went up there to the gas station. Get on out. But right in the middle of the road, that's just like you on I-95 in the middle lane. And I-95, what they going, 75, 80 miles an hour. Get on out. I ain't taking you no more. I ain't taking you to your mama. I ain't taking you to the next stop. This is something about that situation.
Well, we'll figure it out. We'll
Thank you, baby girl. I ain't mean to come to get prepped, but I just be watching this story and I just pick it all apart. Right there.
Yeah.
We
I'm gonna let
know.
my people finish hearing the video
Okay, my darling. Thank you for your time and your patience.
and you welcome, sweetheart.
And I still be watching. My channel is Dovin Milton 3. And I cover a lot of politics, but I put my mind on this story here because it came from my hometown. But anyway, thank you, my darling. I'm going back in the chat.
Okay, you welcome. Have a blessed day.
You too, boo.
Okay, do y'all want to finish hearing the video? Well, then you actually don't give a fuck at that moment. Oh, Lord Jesus, have mercy. Okay, y'all, do y'all want to finish hearing the video or what? Y'all let me know in the chat. Do y'all finish? Because I had one more and I ain't going to be on here long. So I did want to try to squeeze in 2 with y'all. So y'all let me know. You better come fast. Brittany said yes. Yes, please. Y'all don't know, a lot of y'all, but I do suffer with PTSD and it was all over the place. Okay? Who? Auntie. Is you still in the chat? Okay. All right. I'll text you. Okay. Jesus. Whew. Y'all forgive me, okay? Y'all forgive old Miss D.
On Saturday. On Sunday, the hospital called his mama. Not you, the hospital.
I'm gonna give it back to you. And let me back it up, y'all. Even in the midst of Renee going up there and they make it to the hospital. This on Sunday now. The accident or whatever happened on Saturday at 5 o'clock. So now Renee find out Sunday morning she go to Gainesville. Marshala got the call, tell the family. They went in 6 carloads deep to Gainesville. Even in Gainesville at the hospital, she said she had to leave to go back to the cabin to get their belongings. So she left the hospital with the mama there before Davis could get up there and went back to the cabin to apparently get their stuff. My sister called.
Now, y'all, let me stop it here. If I'm hearing this correct, that Lulu never did go back to the cabinet because she took everything the first time. And if I'm hearing this correct from Polo said that the auntie never went to the hospital. Correct me if I'm right or wrong. Okay? Y'all correct me. All right? Ooh, child.
The cabin man who rented it out. And
if y'all want to bless my channel, my coffee link is pinned on top, and my auntie just dropped it. So y'all can support me, please. I would appreciate it. So, that is true. Okay. All right.
what he said was he heard about an incident that happened in the cabin. Come on out here, I'll tell you about it. I don't want to talk on the phone, and I'll talk to the police too. They went and did their own investigations at the cabin, and the man said he got a call from one of the other neighbors at the cabin because there's no video about an argument they heard and got so heated. And they said the young lady seemed to be the aggressor. They walked around to the cabin to see what was going on. And they only found, by the time they got there, it calmed down. They never saw Dro in sight. They never saw T2 in sight, but they saw her with that boot on her leg, because you got a broke ankle. That boot on your leg, dragging them belongings from the cabin to the car. From the cabin to the car. My nephew love you so much, you don't even drive, Lulu. You don't even drive. He said, get on the back seat. I pick you up. I told you, you don't drive. You get on the back seat and lay down so your ankle that was broken can stay healed. That's how he carry you like a princess. Okay, the man told my sister she never came back to this cabin. I rented it out on Saturday. The moment they left, somebody else checked in. She never came back and got their belongings because she already had their belongings. Let me tell you, it ain't making no sense. My nephew's skull was fractured so bad. They say the trauma that hit him, that blunt force, broke his skull and caused pieces to go to the front of his temple on both sides. On both sides. Sound like a Hennessy bottle to me, or it sound like something with trauma force that can do your head like that in the back of your head. His back, in his head. So let me tell you something. I don't know, and I don't care who don't like my live or who got something to say about Tasha, why you did that, because I needed to do that. At the end of the day, nobody ain't in her shoes. We getting attacked back to back. Yes, it is God will. Yes, it's already written. God know how he was going to check out before he left here. But guess what? Somebody need to be held accountable for your actions. At the end.
Allegedly, Lulu first said that she let Tyrone out of the vehicle to cool off after a heated argument, and she continued driving to a nearby store. Then she said he fell out of the vehicle and bumped his head. Then she said he jumped out while she was driving 25 miles per hour. Y'all, he was under a bridge. She in turn replied some comment of social media by saying, "I do love him with all my heart. His death was an accident outside of either one of our control." Someone posted this comments that reads, "She was probably creeping with someone behind his back. He seemed overly in love with her at the cabin and she was just there. Her laughs seem fake. It's giving something went on relationship-wise. I'm getting he probably caught her doing something, maybe seen something in her phone. She maybe wasn't being faithful and he was doing all those great things for her, so it probably hurt him and they argued and he wanted to leave. It seemed as though she couldn't let him do that alive. We are not sure what really happened. All the speculations are by his families. As at the time of making this video, police are still investigating the incident and hoping to find out what really happened. What do you guys think about the whole incident? We do hope the truth is uncovered and justice is served. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Tyrone Davis. May his soul continue to rest in peace. Please stay safe out there and we shall see you guys in next video.
That's it for that one. Hey, Auntie.
Hey, my niece. How are you, darling?
I'm doing great.
That's good. And hey, everybody in the chat. I'm not gonna be up here long because I'm doing a little running around, but I had to come up here because I know everybody everybody's got their opinion and everybody makes some valid points. But for me, I don't know. It's just something about this story with Tyrone. It's just not adding up. The milk ain't clean. I don't know. We don't know what really happened, but I don't think it was an accident. I just don't. I don't think it was an accident. I just don't see him just willingly jumping out of a car. That I don't get that. It just it ain't adding up to me, but yeah. But I'm really enjoying the way that you are breaking it down. A lot of content creators, they're good, like Open Book. She does good commentary, and there are others that do good, but I like the way you break it down. You just don't put out a story and do the surface part. You dig deep into it, and that's what makes it more interesting. Because a lot of people put stories out there, they just want the click and the view and the cash apps and stuff like that, and I like that because when did I start? I started with you when from the beginning. So I'm like one of your day ones when you were doing the narcissism. Because I honestly didn't know I was dating. You were the one that let me know I was dating a narcissist when I was in college. I didn't even know what that was, And so that's how you really your show began with narcissism. I had never heard of it before. And that's how you started out. And excellent, good information about it, because you are a recovered survivor of it, so
Yes.
yeah. So, and I love that. Yeah. So you keep doing what you're doing.
And that's why I said too, Auntie, I try to, like, when I do stories, I try to look at the behavior and their actions, the way they talk and things like that. I like to get more deep into the story instead of just talking about the story itself.
Right.
Yeah,
because
and
all
that's
of those
why I
little
say
things those are clues. Like, with the way they talk, things they say, how they say it, the way it's worded, it does. It makes a difference. So
yeah,
that's
it
content.
does. Yeah, and that's why I can't really say much what I really want to say about Lulu, because I can't watch her. I have nothing to watch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
don't have no content. She don't speak out. So I can't say much on her because I don't have nothing to watch on her. You know what I'm saying? To look at her behavior and how she speaks and her body language and like how she
Right.
treats others and talk to others and how she get along with other people and I don't have that with her. I can't
You don't
do
have
much.
that.
Yeah. I
But
can't do
does she have a channel? I mean, does she ever like do lives or videos or
no.
she
I think
doesn't?
Open Book says she got a Instagram, but Open Book says she don't like do no lives or nothing like that. And I know she got that YouTube channel, but she uploaded videos over there, but she don't do no live, no nothing. All that is just drove stuff on that YouTube channel.
Mm. So she
Yeah,
just keeping quiet, kind of like a
yeah,
mystery.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's kind of
Wow.
she's kind of like
Yeah.
keeping quiet. So it ain't much I can go off with her right now, but just say I feel like something did happen on that scene. I do feel
I do
that.
too. I
Other than
do.
her behavior, I can't talk about. I
You
just feel
can't
like it's
call it.
odd. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't call it right now. I can't call it.
Hmm.
You
It's
know?
gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
Yeah,
It
it will.
will. Yeah, it will. That's sad though.
Yeah.
You know, I can't imagine something like that happening to my son and then you don't get no closure. It's
There you
like
go.
what
There you go.
happened?
And that's why I said too, I never, act like I didn't want justice for Dro because I always wanted justice for him. Always.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I always
Right.
because it's deserved. No matter what he went
Right.
through, he did or whatever, it is deserved. Now, it is a thing. If Renee finds out that Lulu did do something to her son and she be arrested, how would Renee react? How would she feel? Because you did say you felt like she didn't do anything to harm your son. Now, how would you take this? How would you feel?
Mm-mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because see, if something like that happened to my son, everybody is suspect. I,
Facts.
I don't
You
care if
said
I
G, you was being
uh-uh.
real nice and respectful. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I try to be respectful.
Mm-mm.
Only time
Everybody
I
is a
be mean,
suspect.
y'all, and nasty if someone come after me. Other than that, I don't like being mean or nasty or disrespectful to nobody. Because I mean,
No, you don't have a lot of drama and mess on your channel. I like that.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I don't
I
like all
mean, that
that.
stuff has its place. It's all right every now and then, but to be always with some drama and the beefing and that gets old and it's like, come on now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that gets old.
yeah,
Yeah, get tired of it. So yeah, but I think you're doing an excellent job. I enjoy it. It's just sometimes, I come in, I be in and out,
yeah. I
because
know.
you know what's going on. I be,
Yeah, I know. I know, Auntie. Yeah.
yeah, taking care of an elderly parent, honey. That's a job in itself. Yeah.
Yes.
But I had to be here today to listen and find out. This story got so many twists and turns to it. You know.
Yes.
Oh my! And the family. You got you got his father's side, then you got the other side. It's just crazy. It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. It definitely is a lot. And I hope they get what they're looking for, I mean,
I
they
do
have,
too.
yeah. I hope they get what they're looking for, even if they come out and the detectives come out and say, oh, it still was an accident. Hey, the family say they will accept it.
Well, yeah, if that's what it was, that's what it was. But that
Hmm.
that would be a freak accident.
Right. Yeah.
But accidents do happen. But I just don't feel that in my spirit though. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Mm-mm. Yeah. And then you're gonna still do some narcissism
Yeah.
content and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like learning. I love learning about the mind. That's what, like, why do
Hmm.
people do what they do? What
Yep.
would
That's
make
what it's
them do
about.
that?
Hmm.
Yeah, the behavior.
Hmm.
Yeah, Yeah, but anyway, I ain't gonna hold up too much time. I'm gonna listen,
Okay.
but I'll
Love
be
you,
here.
Auntie.
All right, love you too.
Okay. So now, y'all, I think I had right. It feels like I've been watching and PA. Girl, don't you start. What you say, girl? You've been watching as the world turns, girl. What in the world? PA, you is too much. You too much. Hold on, y'all. I think I had another one. Let me see. PA too much. I can't deal with her. Yeah, sometimes you got to know what's going on in these narcissists' mind, because it can be too much sometimes, y'all. All right, so we're going to listen to another one. Some people doesn't deserve kids neither. That's true. Yeah, that is so true. Some people just don't deserve kids. I don't like the way people treat kids. Y'all hit that link and support me. Hold on, y'all. Let me just get this one.
Right on the screen.
Hold on. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this one. I think it's already brung up.
Transfer the money out of his bank account that he said shared with my sister the day after he was pronounced deceased at the hospital.
This is the continuous story of Tyrone Davis, a young man whose skull was allegedly shattered to pieces by his girlfriend during a Christmas holiday getaway which he had organized for her. Tyrone professed his love for this woman on a king-like level.
And he did. Got to give him credit for that.
As earlier said in the last video, he had booked an escape for them in a secluded luxury cabin out of town, which ended up leading to his death.
We're gonna make this one here intentional. Well, love you, baby. Shit ain't like me no more. It ain't like me no more. It don't like me no more.
I love you.
I love you too.
Man, I love you. You my everything.
Oh my God. Lord, I love you, Lou.
So I can close the door.
I love you, Lou.
Take your time. Babe, I love you. You my everything.
I love you so much. Here, give me a kiss.
I love you too.
You're so perfect.
It gets better.
No, my baby is out here. Can't go outside.
You don't punish me, right?
According to his family, Tyrone was a great dad to his kids whom he even brought close to her because he trusted her with everything he had. But unfortunately, he was killed in the act of professing his undying love for his beloved girlfriend.
Exactly.
In a new twist, Tyrone's family discovered that Lulu had gone ahead to send money out of Tyrone's bank account after he died. A video of that will be played shortly. Also, as previously said, Tyrone treated Lulu with the utmost respect any man can treat a woman with. He worshipped the floor she walked on. He gave her all the gift possible.
So y'all, I was just minding my little business at work in a meeting, just cooling, and I hear a knock at the door. So I'm like, I'll get to it later. It's probably just a package. Then I hear a knock at the window. I get up, y'all. I open my door and I see edible arrangements outside. They holding it, waiting for me. Y'all, my baby sent me edible arrangements to ask me to be his Valentine. Y'all peep the card. Thank you so much, baby. Like, you made me feel so special. Yes, of course, I'll be your Valentine.
He made men and women envious of their relationship. He even wished all the bad things that happened to her had happened to him instead.
Sorry, baby.
They too.
Exactly. You holding on so strong and doing so well. I know this bitch hurt though.
So bad.
I know it do. Wish I could take your pain away.
I feel like
he's so caring and loving here. She said, I honestly think that Tasha realized they wasn't on that policy and the next of kin, so they took things to the max. That's just my thoughts. I can agree with that. I can agree with that part. But do I think that he was a loving man? Yes, I really do. I really do think that he was really in love with this woman. Do I think her love was genuine for him like his was to her? Nah, I don't. Do I believe that she probably got him off the streets from doing the things that he was doing? I can believe that. Because a woman can change a man like a man can change a woman. So I can believe that too. You know? But that don't feed the fact of what happened.
Like a knife or something.
Just jabbing you.
Yeah.
That's not a good feeling.
It's like, you can't tell me like there's not that pin hanging outside my ankle.
Yeah.
And I keep rubbing against it or something.
And it keeps stabbing.
And then my knee hurts.
Lulu claimed the death of Tyrone was beyond their power, even though her family said her account of what happened at the cabin in the woods were not accurate. She claimed they had an argument and he stormed out of their car and was somehow killed after he left the car, but his family did not believe that story. They voiced out their concerns on social media and left it for the police to investigate.
She probably loved my nephew. I do know my nephew really loved her unconditionally. But let me tell y'all out here, whether she loved him, he loved her. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a real thin line. So for one, if he told you to let him out the car and your message was you pulled on the side of the road and let him out the car and you pulled off and left my nephew in Gainesville somewhere, you and him the only ones there, no family, no people, no nothing. You left my nephew and you said you drove up to a gas station 5 minutes to wait. Maybe he needed to cool off. Maybe he needed to get time to himself to walk up. You thought he was going to walk up to that gas station where you was waiting on him at for 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, you see ambulance, you see police, you see ambulance, you see police, and you know something ain't right. So you get in your car and get back there to the scene with my nephew getting in on a stretcher, getting in the back of an ambulance. You throw him out and left him for dead. And if you didn't, that's how we feel. And if we wrong, Lord, forgive us, but reveal the truth. Not only that, your story changed because guess what? You called the Mama Renee. And when you called the Mama Renee, you gonna tell Renee, oh, he fell at the gas station and bumped his head.
But after a couple of days of posting the first video about the incident, Tyrone's family made a shocking discovery. His family had discovered Lulu had gone ahead to take out all the money in Tyrone's bank account. They held a family meeting and his aunt had all this to talk about.
People to hop on here. We got the family all together. We got a yard full of people outside with the DJs. But we share going on and talk and say what we got to say for this live. I'm giving everybody a few minutes to hop on. If y'all hear our kids in the background, they show up, they show love too.
The only thing I do want to know that it do feels a little funny to me, like, okay, he just died right here while she made this video. He just passed away, right? But why did they go straight to the banking account? Why did they go straight to the money? To see where the money was at right away and found out she took the money. Like, I'm just trying to understand. Like, that was kind of like a little off to me. That's my opinion. Like, if she went straight to the money to find out where the money was at, you know what I'm saying? And then said Lulu took the money. That was a little odd to me. And maybe it's just me, but that was a little odd to me.
Yeah, it's in your face too. Yes.
I agree
so I just
with
want
you.
y'all to know.
I agree with that.
We on this live. We a family. We got the inside of the house full. We got the kids in the back. We got people in the front yard. Every day of the new year and before the new year, my family been grieving. And we still feeling the wrath from each one of us. From the tears, from the anger, from trying to uplift, uphold, encourage one another regarding my nephew, stepdaddy Dro, T2, Tyrone Davis Jr., Young Dro, YouTuber, blogger, truck driver, all social media platforms that's real high, a great young, humble, respectable young man that get it from the muscle the right way all his life. He leave two kids.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I agree. You know, I got to call out the real. I agree with that too. Yes. She was moving like that. Yeah.
Kids, one boy, and that's Eli, and he got one daughter, Chloe. So I want to be on here because there's so many people that has shown love in this situation that's still unanswered about my nephew. So I just want to address that on our main issue for why we showing up tonight to come back on here on this live, because we got something to say. So I'm gonna give it just a few more minutes, and I'm gonna allow more people to hop on this live. This is my family. We in the living room. We trying to whisper, but guess what? We know we on live and we got a lot to say. But one thing about this family, I don't care if the different last name is in this room. We one sound, one family on one accord, and that's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. Let me tell you, we running over with emotions right now. It is a big deal. As y'all know, my nephew has lost his life by the situation after a Christmas event, just trying to love on a woman unconditionally like no other. And when I tell you he did it, no other person can do it better than him when it comes to how to treat a lady. He wasn't fake. He wasn't phony. He always been real. That Leo in him is a leader, a go-getter, a dresser, and know how to take care of his kids and love on his woman. And when I tell y'all, it wasn't just for
I just feel like certain things shouldn't have been brought to the internet, like the money, the policy, the money situation, period. That shouldn't have been brought to the internet, because people like me, the first thing I would think about is this all just about y'all wanting his money? That's how I did look at this. And that's how I continue to look at this. But because I say the things I say, again, doesn't say that I don't want to know what really happened to him, because I do. But like I said, I cover things from every perspective. You know, it felt like it was just about a money situation, and this man wasn't even dead for a whole week.
For no social media. That was him, whether it was a holiday, whether it was a regular day. He treated her with the utmost romantic special love. And that's how he do his family, not just the mama, not just the daddy, not just the aunties. My nephew was that guy, a shining light from up above. God made him different. He walked around different, full of love, full of laughs, full of goals. And when I tell you, that's for the smile that he brought with it, because it wasn't nothing but love when he walked into a room. It is a big deal. And this is what I gotta say about this situation that got us all mixed up until we get rest. And let me tell you something. Before we started anything, before I even came on this live, we started off in prayer, because you best believe we know the man up above. And as much as you say you know to God, go to God, we done did that and we still doing that. And some of us, it's hard to pray when you in them shoes. It's hard to talk to God when you in them shoes. And if you ain't been in them shoes, humble yourself, pipe down, because you can't speak on nobody's family. Now I want to address this. But why the auntie got something to say? Because guess what? It's one voice. And when Big Dog Tyrone in the building, he got a daddy. He say, take off, Tasha. And guess what? That's what I'm going to do. That's what we going to do. We going to stand together. One more time, I'm going to show y'all. And let me tell you, this family got some goons. But because we know God is going to handle this situation, he going to fix it. And when I tell you Jesus going to well fix it, that the truth shall come forward. And guess what? Revenge is his, and it's going to happen. You best believe we going to get justice. You best believe we ain't laying down until justice comes, because that's how we built. We've been strong for this.
If you was in my chat yesterday, sis, I said that you always have to watch a fast talker. Okay? I said that. And I always did commentary on that also. Yes. Them fast talkers, yeah, you have to watch them. That's a fact.
This death situation come. This is how our family rock. Anytime, anyway, whether it is the good or the bad, we always got each other back. You know why? Because we supposed to. And this just made us go 20 times stronger about this situation. So I want to tell y'all this. Let me sit down one time, because I gotta tell y'all. And this has got to be the biggest thing that took us out of the new year, that hit us and impacted us so hard. But I'm going to start off with Uno. Thank everybody that's been reaching out, reposting, resharing, also just showing love for this family and the burden that we carrying, understanding how my nephew went on a vacation and ended up under a bridge. We know when you pulled off in that car, you pulled off with his cell phone,
Thank you,
you pulled off with
946.
his
Welcome.
wallet, and you pulled off with his gun. I said on my Facebook, and if you didn't see it today, I said one thing we do know, we don't know what happened, but we do know he ain't Humpty Dumpty. He ain't sat on the wall and had a great fall. Guess what? I know one thing happened, and whatever it is that happened, we praying that it come forward. I also know y'all left that cabin and y'all went and got a room because y'all checked out the cabin. Y'all got a room. Then you said that you left the room and you went to Papa John's Pizza. Guess what?
We've been there too.
The detective said you've been to Papa John's Pizza, and guess what? The Davis family did their own investigation. When they hit Gainesville, you best believe they just tore Gainesville streets down. But
Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he said that she never went to Gainesville? Didn't he say she never went to Gainesville? If I'm not mistaken, then I forgot his name over there. Didn't he say that? Yes, honey, Drew.
for answers, I didn't tell y'all this because my live went dead the last time. It was a homeless man under a bridge. Under that same bridge, they found my nephew body at. Let me tell you, say it again, brother. The pizza on the ground flew out the box. The chicken wings has flew out the box. So he.
Now, didn't the nurse say the chicken wings was laying beside him in the box? And then they said that the nurse said the pizza was over the other side of the interstate. And she said the phone, the wallet, the money, and the chicken was near him. And the chicken was in the box, freshly in the box. That's what the nurse said, right? I'm just asking because I heard the nurse say that. Hey, Roy D and chat, I have a question. Remember they found his wallet on the crime scene and her cousin tried to. Yes, you're absolutely right. I do remember that. Yep, I definitely do remember that. Mm-hmm.
He went to the hotel to check in on camera. He went to the Papa John's pizza place on camera. And guess what? Everything was working fine. Everything was working by God Almighty power. All bones, all limbs, nothing fractured in his head. He left the Papa John's people.
But when he got out that car.
When he got out that car. And guess what? Papa John's and the bridge less than 10 minutes apart. So that means, girl, that demon rose up in you as soon as that man got back in the car. You started at the cabin, and after y'all got food, you still on that. You still on that. So between Papa John's and the bridge, something had to happen. And I'm tell you, like the homeless man said, by the time he looked over, he barely saw a step.
Now, didn't somebody say it wasn't no homeless man out there? I thought Lulu had the phone. They said, Facts Roy D. Yes, she did, Miss D. I thought Lulu had the phone. Well, the nurse that came on the scene said the phone was laying beside him. That's what she said. She said the phone was laying beside him. $15, the wallet, and the chicken. Now that's what the nurse said, that she and her husband seen, and that's what the other guy said that was out there with them before the nurse came. Mm-hmm.
Stagger, and he collapsed. So, okay, I'm gonna run it back. Under that bridge, something happened. I don't know these people in Gainesville. I know a lady that said to me, and shout out to you, ma'am, you said that it's a lot of powerful people you know in Gainesville. Next thing I know, I got a dispatch call saying pedestrian versus sedan. Said a bystander, a vehicle, a passenger. No, this baby, this old. This on my page. A passenger saw pedestrian get hit by a vehicle. They said the caller got out because he was in the middle of the road, and caller is blocking pedestrian with their vehicle.
Yes,
now, why would they be in her Infiniti truck? And guess what?
She don't drive.
She don't drive. Her ankle broke. And guess what, Miss Lou? ain't Lou. Her name Kiara. Miss Lou is a girlfriend to T2. She's not his wife. And I know it's so.
I don't know if she had the other phones or not. I can't confirm that because I don't know where the other phones was at. And I don't want to put it out there and say she took them. You know what I'm saying? I try to be fair covering the story. I don't know where the other phones was at. I'm only going by what the nurse said. The nurse and the other guy said they seen one phone. So I don't know where the other phones was at. I don't know. Maybe she took them. I don't know.
So much mixed up communication on this situation, but it's okay. I'm gonna tell you this: the investigators are doing their job heavy. It's wide open. They're going full force because this family ain't letting up. So we're gonna let them do their job. We don't know what happened. We know he ain't Humpty Dumpty, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it, and we're gonna have patience and wait. Yes, everything is moving by God's power, and it's gonna be released by in the name of Jesus. We speak that for justice. Not even with that being said. So I'm gonna leave y'all there because that's what we stuck at right now while they do the investigation. Number.
Please don't come over here telling us to do our research. We did enough research, okay? We did enough research, and we don't have to do research when it comes right here in front of our face. When things come right here in front of your face as the content creator, do your research on what? On what? We heard what the nurse said. We heard what her husband said. We heard what the other guy said that got interviewed. So what research did we have to do? I'm not going to sit here and say what you want me to say. I don't know what you're talking about, but we don't have to do our research. Hey, Roy D, I wish I can comment on this story, but it's a Florida case, and my oath won't allow me to comment. I believe the Florida state attorney and Florida parents. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I don't know about the phones, honey. I don't know about the phones. I'm not going to do no research on no phones. That ain't going to happen. I'm going by what the nurse said. The nurse said when she got there, her and her husband, it was one phone. I'm not going to sit here and do some research on the phone. Okay? That's not going to happen.
Number 2.
But I remember there's always 3 sides to a story. And yep. Yes, she is a fast talker. And the wings was on the camera before him. Why no one never said what color? Listen, you saying he had 3 phones, honey? I don't know. I was not there. I'm going on what the nurse said. You have to go ask Lulu where the phone's at. Find Lulu and go ask Lulu where the phone's at. I don't know. Please don't y'all get me upset today. I've been nice today. Please. I don't know what 3 phones at. Okay. I'm going by what the nurse said. The nurse husband said. The other guy said that went on Polo Live and he interviewed. He said he seen 1 phone. I don't know where the other phone was at. And I'm not going to do no research on it. I don't know what I'm going to research and say where was Dro other 2 phones. Come on now. I'm not mad at you, Miss Lady, Miss Lady. No, I'm not mad at you. What I really don't like how she do all that dragging on Dro like other people's families don't do the same thing, but don't speak on it. Yeah. Damn, we don't need to do a research. We're looking at her and hearing her words. Right, Candy girl. Thank you. Yes. And what I'm going to research, where did Dro 3 phones go? Is that what I'm going to research? Where did Dro 3 phones go? Right now, the 3 phones is irrelevant, in my opinion. Right now, what's relevant is what happened to that man. I don't care about the 3 phones. I really don't. Thank you, Brittany.
Why did you transfer the money out of his bank account that he said shared with my sister the day after that he was pronounced deceased at the hospital. My sister and T2 share a bank account. The account is on 0, and it shows the money was transferred to his single account by himself. You got access to his cell phone. You got access to his bank accounts. If you ain't money hungry and desperate, and you got all access to everything he got, we ain't worried about no worldly possessions. We screaming justice over here. We want justice over here. It ain't about the money. He got $1 million wardrobe. He got a song.
Okay. Why was this about money in the beginning? It seems like to me they went straight to that banking account to see where that money was at. That's such a red flag. I don't like that. Okay? You can't go by what Tasha words is saying. She's a liar. Thank you, Open Book. I heard that all of the things are with the mama now. Yes, I did hear that too. I heard all of that. Yeah. So, I mean, because if something happened to my son, I'm not going to focus on no money right away. I need to know what, and not even in this incident, in any incident, I need to know what happened to my child. Who was involved? Who was there? Money is not going to be on my mind. Now, I'm just speaking for me because some of y'all in the chat may feel different. You know what I mean? But I'm just speaking for me. That's why I called this out as I called this shit out. Because of the things she came to the internet with. That I wouldn't have came to the internet with. Period. It seems like she was speaking on the behalf of what she was told from the family who went to Gainesville. This video scenes of them talking to the witness. Well, at that time, she didn't meet the witness. If you're talking about the nurse witness and her husband, she made this video way before she spoke to that nurse. If that's what you're talking about. This video here this live here was made before she went to see the nurse. Again, Tasha should have said she heard this is what happened because she didn't go to Gainesville at all. Facts. Money was brought up because they felt entitled to draw things. Yes. Right, Royal D. The family should have been trying to figure out what happened to their family member and not the money. Right. Yes, this video was early. Yes, it was. You right, it was. Oh, Jesus. I'm just saying now, y'all, because I don't care about no goddamn money. If something happened to my damn son or my daughter, I need to know what happened, who was there, who seen what, who heard what. That's what I need to know. And I'm just being honest. I don't care about no money right now. We'll take care of that later. But I need to know. That's all I'm saying. You know, respectfully. That's it. She made it. She thought she was doing something by doing this, but sometimes we can think we doing things good in the right way, but in the sense we making ourselves look bad. The way we come out, the way we approach things, how we talk, just screaming, yelling, you know. And the red flag was the money thing for me in the beginning. Okay. This is Tasha's second video, I think. Yeah, could be. I'm not even sure, baby. I'm really not sure. Maybe second, third. I don't know. She done went live so many times yelling. Ooh, Lord.
You think we give a darn about a clothes? We would rather have my nephew here. We would rather have my nephew with breath in his body. If you ask me, I'm going to tell you.
And a wardrobe, $1 million clothes. That was irrelevant too. Like, I'm just speaking. That was irrelevant. Okay, we all knew he dressed nice and he loved fashion and all that, but all that was very irrelevant. Like, what was you doing this for? Like what? Like, I just didn't understand it. You know? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tell you real quick. I said he should have dusty rolled in the car, fired on him, shut him out, took the domestic violence charge, and then just bonded out. But he's not that guy. He's not that guy. No, I'm letting them know he's not that guy. He's not a woman abuser. He ain't gonna put his hand on a woman. But I was.
Well, we do know that he did fight his baby mother. That did come out. That's why they're not together, because he cheated on her and he was fighting her. And it did come out that he was fighting Lulu also. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of things that she was saying, she shouldn't have brung out. She should have stayed on the fact of what happened to her nephew. Stand 10 toes down on that and let it been just that. I think I started getting suspicious. I'm going to speak for me because of things that she was bringing out. So that's why I started getting suspicious about a lot of things. And I'm only speak for me because maybe some people, they was blind to the situation. They didn't see the things that I was saying and feeling the way I was feeling. You understand what I'm saying? So I think the $1 million wardrobe and all of that stuff, and he wasn't a woman beater, I just feel like that shouldn't have came out. None of it. It was irrelevant to the case. That's just my opinion.
Thinking every scenario, maybe she didn't do it. And I know one thing for sure. Not only that, let me say this. Let me say this. She put the account to 0. Yeah. But this is what I want y'all to think about.
Yes.
If all family mourning and all family really going through all kind of anger and emotions, and y'all can hear it in me, and it is real. By my nephew, it's a big deal. By all family members, it's a big deal. Right. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this with everything in me. This woman got the nerve to think she going to come to his funeral.
Welcome to Lauderdale. Welcome to Lauderdale.
And that's another place. How are you going to say that and you didn't pay for it? Renee paid for the whole funeral. That's not your call. See, a lot of things you said, you was out of line. Okay? You didn't pay anything for that funeral. Nothing. Mm-hmm. Renee paid for the whole funeral. And from what I heard from Polo, that she asked you to pay for the church or your family or whatever, and y'all couldn't even do that. So how can you say that? The father should have spoke that, but I see you spoke it first, and then he rebutted back from what you said. But that was for the father to say, not for you to say out your mouth, even though that's your nephew, but that's not your child.
That's the daddy. That's why you think you're going to come to his funeral? I think you better get a ring.
She said, yeah, there is a video showing the chicken still in the box. Girl, what you saying? Shut the front door open, book. You can tell that they probably don't have much. When you are talking about money, it should be about getting justice for your nephew. Facts. Is she the real auntie or is she? Yeah, she the real auntie, unfortunately, honey. She's the real auntie. Yeah. Honestly, Tasha hasn't been emotional once. All that dancing and singing on the way to the funeral turns my stomach upside down. Dro paid for his own funeral, though. His insurance policy. That's not true. That's not true. They did not release that insurance policy until the investigation was over. The mother, go back and look at Polo Lives. He stated that insurance policy was put on hold. When you got an open investigation with someone like that, they're not going to release that policy. So the mother paid for that whole funeral out of her pocket. That's what Polo said. Now, y'all can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Right? The mother gets the right to invite whoever she wants to the service of Tyrone. Right? The guy said he didn't see no homeless man. Thank you, open book. That's why I said a lot of things she said was fake. It was false. But nobody never held her accountable but Polo about the false evidence that she put out. Nobody held her accountable for that. But they want to hold the content crazy. Y'all putting out fake stuff, false stuff. This is exactly what she did. That's what she did. Correct me if I'm right or wrong, Chad. That's not true. The imposter will pay for the deceased regardless. Oh, they will. Okay, because I know here, no, they won't. They will freeze it. It is a red flag regardless of the money. Normally, however, it could be that they was just searching for every and anything since Lulu gave them no clearancy. True. That's true. That's true. That is so true.
Rain check, baby. I think you need a rain check. Because when I tell you, this ain't what you want.
Tell her come, she can sit between me and my sister. She can come.
Listen, one thing about it, two things for sure. That ain't what you want. God ain't even going to allow that. Girl, you ain't got balls like that anyway. So I'm just going to call a spade a spade. All right, sister, I respect that. So let me calm down. Let me calm down. But guess what? We one voice, we one sound. That's all I want to say. And also, before I pass this phone, sister, what you said? Cuz what you said? If the roles were reversed, my nephew would have been booked under the jailhouse. What nothing you could tell them people, her family members, her.
This is all validation. Say what you want. This is all validation. Narcissists need validation from other people. This is all validation. She needs validation for everybody in that background and for especially for the internet. Validation. Well, that church she attends doing all the mess.
Mama, he wouldn't have left her. Say that again. He wouldn't have left her. If the roles was reversed, that nigga would have been in booking before he could have even made a step from the gas station to the hospital. But T2 is not that guy. His heart too good. He loved her too much. And then for you to show your love, if not any other time, now was the time. The lies, the lies, the lies. That's what we got problem with. All the lies. This is my big brother, Big Ty. When I tell you, I respect everybody who making their posts. Y'all content creators trying to make y'all money do what y'all do. Y'all, it's fine. It's positive. Y'all forcing justice for T2, draw whatever. But y'all kind of taking it a little too far. Somebody posted my dad in the casket. We not too long ago lost my dad. Come on, y'all doing a little too much. Some people need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. It's going a little out of hand. But I respect everybody who got love for us and gave us thank you for what we going through.
Hey, listen, y'all, I want to thank all y'all who've been sharing, I don't care about nothing but what belongs to me. Materials, possessions. My son worked for that. This family raised him right, for him to accomplish all the goals that he did. It's more than a son to me. Right now I'm walking in the spirit, called the flesh. My guts on the ground. If it weren't for this right here, if it weren't for this here, y'all, if it weren't for this.
But you want everything that he got, but did he leave it for you to get? That's the answer. Did he leave it for you to get? Who did he leave it to? If he didn't leave anything in your name, you're not going to get anything, even though you his father. That's the thing. You might want it, but who did he leave it to? Because from what I heard now, Renee got the car, all the clothes, and all that type of stuff. So, I'm just saying. She said, what did she say? Honestly, this just a mess all the way around. Everybody on every side was wrong in some way. I agree.
I don't know where I'd be right now. I ain't asking for nobody to throw nobody under the bus. And I want to say thank y'all, but I do deserve to know, justice for my son. You feel me? Right now at the time, for.
And he do deserve to know.
Right now ain't the time for, the cricket of the eye. Because we is about that. You feel me? Right now, all I ask for, just give me what belongs to me. That's answers to my son. We ain't caring about no possession. We ain't even worry about no bank accounts because we going to handle that. Yeah. If y'all seen the candlelight, y'all want to come out, and share that,
well, your
please support, please share. If you see anything positive, we ain't trying to bash nobody. We want to speak on behalf of me and the rest of the foundation. We just want justice. Because at the end of the day, when they give us, whatever they have, that they come to a conclusion with, it ain't going to heal that wound. I don't wish this on nobody. I done cried. I woke up in the graveyard with my daddy, because I needed answers. I'm asking the Lord, you feel me, to just hold on me. Tyrone, I'm seeing you. But I don't exist right now. There's the spirit in me. That's the only thing to keep me afloat. You feel me? And, for everybody out there to have a son or a daughter, teach them don't trust no motherfucking body. You feel me? And that's respectfully. Because at the end of the day, we never thought this. We embrace people. And I ain't going to put it on my tongue to call no name. But at the end of the day, you see this here?
And they out the door too.
And I can look all out the door.
Yes. They're out there, the whole yard, the whole
500 plus. We're speaking numbers. I'm just asking y'all to share anything, that's pushing positivity to help me and this foundation over here, this David Strong Village, get closure and answers. That's all I ask for. What more can a father ask for? I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
All right, good job. Yeah, I want to thank everybody. Like my family said, as a family, we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love the support. We love the love. We couldn't ask for more support. We ask that y'all continue to push the issue, push the post, pray, speak to God, tell a friend, post it, share it. Somebody out there knows something, and we want answers. By any means necessary, we want answers. And we ain't gonna stop until we're not gonna stop until we get answers. We was raised a family that prays together, stays together. But we was also raised when you leave with somebody, you come back with who you leave with. Yeah.
That's
she
true.
made it back, he didn't. We need to know why. And if you could give us answers, whatever those would be, we would have to take that. But she can't give us answers. Her answers ain't making sense. If you saw something, say something. Reach out. Our inboxes are open. I've never accepted as many friend requests as I've done in this last week because anybody who wants answers, I need them. We need to know what happened to him. It ain't gonna bring him back. It's not gonna bring it back. And even if you don't feel comfortable talking to us, Gainesville Police Department will take all calls. Alachua Police Department will take all calls. His family will take all calls, all messages. If you know something, say something. They pronounced him dead while my uncle and my grandmother and my auntie sat in that room. That doctor say, if y'all can get him to show us any sign of life, we will go into surgery and stop the test now. He showed nothing. They begged and they prayed and they pleaded. T2, we here. You are not alone. We love you. And we on this live because we here. And he is not alone and we love him. We want justice. We want answers. We need to know. Not knowing is not an option for us anymore. We've always stood together as a family. Anybody who know us, anybody who know this Davis bloodline, know. We didn't just come together when it was somebody's funeral. We don't just come together when it's death. We love on each other all the time. We got him. This is his son. This is his legacy. His son want to know what's going on. His question to us is what happened to my daddy, and we can't answer that.
But we will seek and find.
We will continue to seek answers. We will continue to seek justice. If you know something, say something. We are always open for anybody who know what happened, but we are asking for justice. And we understand that we can't point fingers because we weren't there.
Yes, Renee didn't ask for help. Tasha asked for the help.
We may not know exactly what happened under that bridge or on the way from Papa John's to that bridge, but what we do know is that he left Broward County with you. He was found under that bridge. Drove. We want answers.
Hey, before we end this, y'all, I would like to ask all my homies, you know, everybody who was a part of my son, you know what I'm saying, life, you know, to come out and support him, you know, for us, the car clubs, the donks, you know, what he symbolized, you know, we've been doing this for a long time. We ask y'all to come to the candlelight and let's just, you know what I'm saying, excuse me, I'm kind of hoarse. But to come out and, you know, help us push this movement, you know what I'm saying, but we can, you know, put some respect on my son, because they left him on the side of the road, feel me? But like the family said, I think they spoke for all of us.
Yeah. Leon County, we appreciate it.
Leon County, we see you.
1, 2, 3.
Justice
for Dro! Yes, justice for Dro! Justice for Dro! Justice for Dro!
Lulu still remains adamant that there was nothing she could have done differently to have saved his life. Their fans on the social media account did not really believe her. They had a lot to say on her page. We hope the truth prevails. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Tyrone Davis. Please stay safe out there, and we shall see you guys in the next video.
All right, that's all, y'all. I don't think they understand justice versus answers, and they just can't have the answers that they want to hear. That's true, but they really want answers. How come they missed 3 meetings with Gainesville Police Department? I agree with that too. I agree. Can't say no more, but I agree. I definitely agree. Yep, I agree. I don't understand why they didn't go to the meetings. That was something they could have, you know, just figure out what the man was going to say. They don't even know what the policeman was going to say because they didn't go. But they didn't talk about that they didn't go. But yeah, I agree. She said, I'd be scared too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So, and you know what, y'all? I'm gonna say this before I end my live. I can tell that I don't know what the situation is, and I don't want to speculate because I really don't know. But I can tell that Renee doesn't have a relationship with the grandkids, and I don't know what the situation is with that. But I will say I hope God bring them together so she can start knowing her grandkids, being around her grandkids, spending time with her grandkids, whatever the situation may be. I hope the daughter can get an open mind and stop letting other people in her mind, if that's what she's doing, to control her thoughts and her mind of, you know, of Renee not seeing her grandchildren, because those grandkids does need to see and be in their grandmother's life and vice versa. Now, I don't know how the kids feel about their grandmother. I don't know what they was told about their grandmother. I don't know, you know, but as parents, we need not to talk down on the grandparents around the children, to the children, because the children will sink that in their mind and they will start disliking their father, mother, grandparents, whoever the situation may be. You know, so, hey, Copies. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got to talk to you about that. I just hit you up, too. I just text you and sent you a text. But I got to talk to you about that one because that one crazy. Yeah. So, you know, they need their grandparents. And, you know, like I said, I don't know what the situation is, why they're, you know, she don't see the grandkids or whatever the situation may be. But I think the kids do need to come together as a family, you know, and and let that go for the sake of the grandkids, because their father is no longer here anymore. Now, I don't know if the kid's mom is still living. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think that would be great for Renee to see the grandkids. Them kids always with the Davis family. Yeah, I can tell that too, but I don't think that's fair. I think they need to know Renee and the other side of the family also too. I don't know how long this been going on, but it seems to me it's been going on for quite some time. And it seems to me that this just didn't start happening when Dro passed away. I feel like it was more other things going on. So that's just how I feel. I told y'all when I do a story, I analyze everything. I just don't do the story for what it is. I analyze everything in a story when I cover a story. So I do believe it, because sometimes people can get in your heads and turn people against you. You know what I'm saying? And make you dislike a person for their own reasons. Okay. So I don't know. But I hope, I wish they can work that out so Renee can see her grandchildren. Because I would not want to see my grandkids. I'm not even gonna lie. I would never want to, no. No. So, but if y'all want to donate to my channel before I get off, y'all can click that link up top, please. I don't think it's always been that way. Allegedly, the Davis family was upset at the baby mama for putting Dro on child support. Oh, I did hear that. I heard that. Wow. Well, I wish they can, overlook the child support situation now, because, he's no longer here. Sometimes, we have to let bygone be bygone. You know what I'm saying? Even if she don't want to be, and like I said, y'all, I'm not here to dog anyone, right? I'm just here to give my perspective. Sometimes we have to let bygone be bygone. Okay, Dro is gone. The child support is not going to exist. He's not here. What will exist now is the Social Security for the children, so they can be taken care of the rest of their life. That will exist. And what will exist if the kids and Renee can come together, and love on each other, spend time with each other, be around each other. They do happy things together. That's what will happen. That what should happen. And just let the rest of the stuff go. I mean, you can't hold on to the same shit for life. Not saying that Renee and her will ever have a good relationship, but just have a relationship as well as though the kids can see their grandmother. You know what I'm saying? They are using the baby mother and kids as a weapon. Girl, shut your damn mouth. Get out my chat, because I wanted to say that, but you said it for me, so I will elaborate on it now. Yes, I do believe that. And I believe the baby mama is not seeing that. But eventually, I believe she will see that. But I hope it's not so late as those kids would never want to be bothered with their grandmother again. You know what I mean? I hope it won't come to that. But people can't get in your mind. They definitely will. They definitely will. So, they keep saying this is about Dro kids, but this is about Dro kids. Well, then stop the madness and try to come together to even get the baby mama to call Renee, to see the kids, pick the kids up, start off small. You know what I'm saying? Even if they got to be with Renee an hour and a half, give her a time to bring the kids back. Start off small. Let this shit just go and die down. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy work. I know, Dro probably wouldn't approve of all of this stuff going on. It's just too much going on. It's just too much. What, they don't want his mama around the kids? No. No. From what I'm saying, no. Nope. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, it's not about them right now. It's about them kids. You know, them kids see y'all. They're around y'all. You know, so why can't they be around Renee? You know, sit down and have a talk about it. Talk it out. Just don't stop the kids from, you know, being around her. I don't know what the whole situation is, how long it been going on, but it's crazy. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, that's true. That's true, Cold Piece. Like, don't do that, you know? And that's why it's not good to talk, you know, and I can feel that a lot of things has been said since Dro passed away in front of those kids. I can feel that. I can sense it in my bones. And I'm going to stand on that. That a lot of things have been said in front of those kids about this situation since Dro been gone. And I also have a deep feeling inside that Renee has been spoken on in a bad way in front of those children. I was thinking they better not be talking about around those kids. No, I believe it happened. I believe it. I believe it happened. Yep. I definitely do believe it did happen. I was wondering if the kids was around her before Tyrone passed away. That's what I was thinking. Was they seeing his grandmother? I don't know, Auntie. That's a good question. You right. I believe it. Yes, I do believe that. I do believe that those kids has been around a lot of this talk. Because, and the reason why I say that, because you got Big Mouth over there. She don't know things to say and things not to say when it's appropriate to say it, when it's not appropriate to say it. So that's why I said that. But what about the fact of how she married those kids? Wait, she carried those kids from my understanding. Didn't she put the children at the bottom? Who kids you talking about? No, it's not like that. What you mean it's not like that? Yeah, Renee needs them and they need her praying for both of the families. Yes. Yeah. Now, I told y'all I'm going to be real now when I do a story. Yes, there are videos on Dro page with Renee and the kids. Okay. And yes, that big... I believe I seen a picture of Tyrone and his son with his mama. I'm going to go find it when I get time. Okay. And she put 2K kids on the bottom of the parents. Oh, I don't know if that's true or not, sis. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not sure. I can't even lie. I don't know. You know, I hate when kids, you know, got to be in the middle of things like this. It's just sad, you know, when kids got to be in the middle of things like this. You noticed after Tyrone died, Renee said nothing about the kids. No, I didn't notice that. Well, maybe because they all turned on her. You know what I'm saying? And she know then she wasn't going to get to see the kids, so she probably didn't speak of it anymore. I'm just saying. Because I don't want to say that she don't want to see the kids. You know, I don't want to put it out there like that because I don't know that. You know? Because some people just back off situations. Instead of escalating the situation, they would just back off. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I forgot. I got to call Gamefield Police Department back this week since. Oh, yeah. I remember you tell. Oh, that was you, right? That said you called them Friday. Yeah, I remember that. That was Friday. You said you called them. Yeah, I remember that. That lady heard, and she has buried her kids back to back. That's true. That is so true. Hey, Karen. Yeah, so I don't want to say that she didn't have a relationship with her grandkids because I don't know that. You know, I can't say that she didn't have a relationship with her kids before Dro passed away because I don't know that. I would be wrong to say that because I don't know that. You know, but neither here or there, I wish it can be fixed because those kids need to not grow up and dislike their grandmother. They don't need to do that. They don't. That's sad. That is just so sad. But I did hear she put money in a trust fund for them until they get 18. And if she did, God bless her. That was a good thing. So when they get 18, they have something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they may want a car. Or they may want this. They may be going through a financial situation when by the time they get 18, 19, and they got a little money. So I think that was very nice of Renee to do, even if she not seeing those grandkids. If it was a problem when Dro was living, I don't know. But she had a heart enough to do that still for her grandkids. I believe there were problems with Dro kids and Renee before his demise. Okay. Could have been like about a year from looking at some videos and pictures. Okay. Okay, Stacey. Okay. And you know what, Stacey, you could be absolutely right. But what I would say, I think being that he's gone now, the family should have fixed that. You know, and I'm not even going to say family. I'm going to say the mother of the children. Because those children in her custody, she have control of where her kids go and this and that. So I'm going to say the mother should have fixed that if the other family did not want her to fix it. She should have fixed that. She's grown and she got control of her own mind and her own thoughts. Nobody can make me stop talking about my grandkids. Girl, you better say it. You better say that. Exactly. You totally correct, Miss D. Yes, that is a sad situation. You know, that's sad. And we never know. Renee probably is hurting behind there. You know, she done lost all three of her sons. She can't see her grandchildren. You know, you just never know. And, you know, like, I forgot who just said it. I think Stacey, you know, said it could have been, she thinks there was some problems with that before Dro passed away. You know, and if it was, the mama should fix that now. She should fix that now. Fix that. Fix it. Y'all sit down together and have a talk and fix that. And fix that for the sake of the children. Not because of nobody else. You know, do it for the kids. You know, because that's just cruel and mean and evil. Tyrone, my god brother. Oh, okay. Tyrone, your god brother. Okay. I would take them to court and get my grandmother rights. Do they have that in Texas? Because I know where we live at, they don't have that here. Do they have that in Texas? Because I know some states do have that. Yeah, you know, just do it for the kids, you know. That's just me, you know, because I always, You know, I look at it, I say, and it's true. The kids are innocent. The kids can't do no more than what the parents allow them to do, allow them to go, you know, and things like that. So the kid's not going to go to Renee's house because they're not allowed to go there. They're not grown. They can't get up and pick up and say, I'm going to see my grandmama today. They can't do that. So what that tells you, the mother have to take full control of that and make sure that happens. I don't care if Renee just had the kids for an hour and take them out to a little place and have fun or maybe eat or something like that, you know. California, they do, but I don't know about her state. Okay, got you. Also, people should keep in mind that Renee was always friends with the Davis family. That would have allowed that if Renee was in and the abused mother, people should stop making Renee a bad person. Yeah. Yeah, but again, I bring it back to the mother. No matter what, nobody cannot make you do what you don't want to do unless you just slow. You don't have a mind of your own. You know what I'm saying? Because these are your children. These children you had with him. He's no longer here. So now as a mother, you have to make decisions for your children. So the decision you need to come to grips with is try to get those kids to be around their grandparent, you know, to love their grandparent, you know. But I do believe in my heart that it was things said around these kids since Tyrone has been gone about Renee, and other things have been said. I believe those kids now sat right there and heard it all. And was it right? No. But I do believe it happened. Sad. Thank you, D. This was a good live. I tried to buy a coffee, but the link wouldn't work for me. My mom open book. She can drop the link for you. She'll drop it. She in the chat. Renee cares more for the so-called modern girl than those grandkids. Nobody is making her a bad person. Wait, you saying Renee cares more for the so-called modern girlfriend? See, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that because that would say saying she don't care about her grandchildren and she never cared about them. So I don't want to put that out there because I don't know the situation to put that out there like that. So I'm just going to be fair. I don't want to say that. I don't want to downplay her as a grandmother. So I don't want to say that. Yeah. I'm just being fair, y'all. I'm just being fair. I don't want to say it. Yeah. I don't want to. Lord Jesus, fix this family, Lord Jesus. Lord have mercy. God, you put your hand on this family, fix this family for the sake of those children. Lord have mercy. Whew. I wish we could hear Renee's side this whole time. We only heard from the Davis side. That would be great. That would be great. I would love to hear from her. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Lord Jesus. That's just your opinion, not facts. Yeah, and I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that about Renee because I don't know what her relationship was with her grandchildren. Now, if I can speak to her personally and she can give me details, the rundown about, you know, her and the grandkids and stuff, then, you know, I will talk about it. But I don't want to say that because I don't know. I just ask God to please touch his family, uplift his family, keep this family in prayers. I will ask God to fix it. Just fix the relationship. Fix the relationship, especially with the kids. If the adults don't want to fix their relationship, fix this relationship with those children. Right, Stacy. Right. Right. Yes, the kids come first. Yes. Yeah, I don't want to say that about her, because if someone tell me how I feel about my grandkids, you might not want to do that. you might not want to do that when it comes to my grandkids. So I respect people because I want people to respect my feelings. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to put false things, nervousness and stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I really want to know what happened to this man. Oh my God, this doesn't make sense. Why would they come out lying? Whew. Child, cold peace. I say the same thing. Lord Jesus, have mercy. Y'all, let's pray for the children. You know, and like I said, I'm just not gonna talk down, because I don't know what Renee went through. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't want to be mean about it. I don't want to be mean. So, you know, I just hope that things can get better. Yeah. Hope things can get better. And I know it will. God makes everything possible. He makes everything possible. So I do believe that things can be fixed. But in the process of that, sometimes other people need to learn to know their place, meaning minding their business. Okay? And stop trying to get in other people's business. Let these people fix their problems. Yes, both families. Absolutely. Absolutely. You would think they would give the mom grace knowing that she lost her kids. You would think that, right? They always at the Davis family and never at Renee's house. And even Renee's own mom stands with the Davis family, which really raised questions. So are you saying Renee and her mom don't get along? I think so too, D. God is going to work it out. Absolutely, because I believe in him. Yes. Only he can. Absolutely. What, Jesus Christ, what in the world? So, are you saying Renee and her mom don't get along? I never heard nobody say nothing about Renee's mother. This is the first time that I seen somebody spoke about her mom. Is something missing in this case? Lulu was married to Dro. No. I don't think Lulu was married. Shit, if Lulu was married, they wouldn't have did nothing. They couldn't have did nothing. Lulu would have all the power and control over that funeral, money, everything. So she wasn't married to Dro. Okay. Lord Jesus. Yeah, they wasn't married. Shit, girl, if they was married, girl, they would have really been mad. Okay? Because, baby, they couldn't have stopped Lulu from nothing. Nothing. But now they was going to get married. They was going to get married, but they wasn't married at the time of his demise. But what I'm saying, if Lulu would have married him, baby, that Davis family wouldn't have had nothing to say. Or they could have did nothing. But still probably wanted justice. That's it. They would have ran that whole entire funeral. Well, she would have. Yeah. So they would have been really angry. They couldn't have touched nothing. Not even the mother. Nothing. Nothing. Clothes, car, truck, nothing. Lulu would have had access to everything if she would have been married to him. Everything. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, I don't know, y'all. Everything's just strange and weird and it's crazy. But like I said, I wish the kids can have a relationship with their mom. I do wish that. I definitely do. I mean, with their grandmother. So, I stand on that part. I wish they could. And I hope it works out. And I do believe it will work out because God is powerful and God can make anything happen. Whether some people want it to happen or not. Pray on it and God will work it out. Because there ain't nobody bigger and better than him. It will be worked out. Period. We only heard rumors. I think they will. Everything is heavy right now. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yep, this shall pass. Absolutely. This shall pass. They will always think about him. Always. But this drama, it shall pass. The lies, the back and forth and all that, that'll pass. It's still up. I left the female detective. I was to a voicemail with the information. So maybe she would call me back. So I still have no answers and still haven't received. Okay. The autopsy report I ordered. Okay. Do you all think something could happen to him after letting him out that car? Possibility. I mean, we really don't know. Listen, if she did something, they find out she's going to jail. If it was an accident, if the detectives come back and do their job or whatever, and this private investigator do their job, and all depends what the police department say, because it's still going to be up to the police department once the private investigator, I guess, do their research or whatever they got out here going on. It's still up to what the detectives see. How do they still want to handle the case? Okay, do they got enough evidence? Because it's about evidence. Do they have evidence to arrest the girl? If they do, she did something, arrest her. And if she didn't, and they still come back with it was an accident, then they're gonna have to go with it. No, I'm talking about the YouTube people. Oh, child. Ooh, girl. Cold piece, girl. I don't know what else to say, girl. I'm just like stuck in a oof. I don't know Renee and her mother's relationship. She stands with the Davis family dealing with the case. Okay, that's fair. Girl, I don't know what's going. Girl, whew, this case is a lot to this case, y'all. It's just a lot. I don't know. So it seems to me, you saying you don't know Renee's mother, but the relationship she stands with the Davis family, the case. So are you trying to say that Renee's mom believed that Lulu did do something to Dro? Is it fair for me to say that? Just asking. Got you. Okay. Okay. I respect that. That black box should be able to tell the car stop and the door open. Someone is lying. Ooh, Lord, my. She don't like PA. My. Ooh, Jesus. So, y'all heard it first. Renee's mom is standing with the Davis family because she do believe that Lulu did something to Dro. You heard that. What is you saying? My land. I know what you meant, baby. You drive safe. Greenville is a redneck down because YouTube bleared your comment out. But I get what you're saying. They bleared your comment out. They withheld your comment. So basically, they don't like black people. Open book, did you hear that? That Renee's mother stands with the Dro family and the Davis family because she believes that Lulu did do something to Dro. Renee's brother said the same thing. Oh, my Lord. The mom was in Gainesville at the bridge with the Davis. She wants to know what happened, but she's not in the middle of this drama. Got you. I got you. Because you can be for the right thing, but don't have to be a part of the drama. Got you. She said, I live in Tampa and there's races everywhere in Florida. Oh, shit, I can't live there. Fuck that. I can't live nowhere where it's all races everywhere. I go everywhere I turn my goddamn head, they looking at me like a motherfucker. Shit, I can't live there then. I can't. You know, we've been dealing with that all our lives, y'all. Oh my God. Gainesville is sunny downtown, shaking my head. Maybe they looking at the wrong person. Hey, Cold Pizza, I can't stay there. I can't be living in no racist towns. I'm sorry. I mean, we got some racist ones here too, but I don't go in them. I don't be bothered with them. I stay away from them. Damn. Go back there. Drove from Renee. Mother was with her. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Miss T, did you hear about the young that was killed by the Inglewood Police Department? They are trying to... Yes, I did hear about that. I don't know the whole story on it, but yeah, I did hear about that. What time is it? Because I got to make a run. I'm still sitting here reading y'all comments. No, I had to go make a run. I thought it was a stranger. Strange how the white woman popped up on them. I think, ask Open Book, what did she tell me? I think Open Book said she had a cabinet out there too. I think Open Book said that early in the live. Because I asked her, did anybody know who that lady was? Cold Peace crazy. Inglewood, California is also sundown. Really? Tyrone's daughter did not like Lulu. I heard that. I did hear that. Yeah, I heard that. Okay, Open Book said yes, Cold Piece. That lady had a cabinet out there too. Yeah, but it was weird how she was. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Oh, Lord, I don't know. She said, where you're trying to go, you're coming back. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time. Yeah. Yeah, I won't come back today. I just gotta go to the store, that's it. But I don't like being out like too late in the evening time and stuff. People crazy and shit. Everyone, yeah. Yes. Y'all is funny. But God, y'all, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. About Renee and her mom. I didn't know that. That's new to me. God. It seems like it's a lot of turmoil in that family. And don't get me wrong, y'all, it's in all families, you know? Oh, Kofi's funny. Oh my God. Wow. Well, I gotta sit on this tonight. Oh God, Jesus Christ. How her and her mother can, I don't know, y'all. That's crazy. You know, maybe her mom have a different view, and that's okay. You know, that's Renee's mom, right? Yeah, she have a different view. She have a different outlook. I can't get upset with her and fuck her. She's not on her sister's side. I mean, her daughter's side. I can't do that. She have a different view, how she see it, how she feel, and I gotta respect that. I used to travel to Gainesville with my hubby at the VA hospital. It's racist there. God damn. Damn, Cameron, do you still go there, Cameron? Y'all support me. Get me a coffee before I get off of here. Well, I know I got some people in the bushes, but you know. Never take people word. That's dropping stuff in the chat. That includes me. People carry incorrect. That's true, sis. I agree. And if you notice, I'm saying things without saying things because I really don't know. Like, I don't like to say things mean about people. That's why I said what I said. If Renee's mother is on the David family, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she got a different view of how she's viewing the case, and I can respect that. I'm not going to downplay her by talking about her. Excuse me. Drop your link, please. Open Book, if you're still in the chat, could you drop my link for me? Why did Lulu pass? I don't know, Karen. I don't know. It's crazy. Are you on Facebook? I inbox you. No, Miss D, I didn't. anymore. I hate it there. Oh, you can't stand it there. You hate it there. Yeah, she said the coffee link open book. Yes, she asked for the coffee link. I love your commentary. Great job, sis. Yes, I don't like to, like just dog people out. I don't like doing that. I don't like that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I just be respectful with it. Miss D. Okay, she dropped the link. It's right there. She dropped the link. Miss D, I tried several times to donate by clicking on the link. Okay, Open Book just dropped the link for anybody. I tried on my desk, laptop, iPad, phone. Is keep taking me to a blank screen. Okay, this shouldn't take you to a blank screen. This should take you straight to the site. I'm for justice. I'm on nobody's side. If you wrong, you wrong. I agree. I agree. Open Book, could you click on that link and make sure it's the link and let me know in the chat? I agree. I just don't want to be mean, y'all. I don't. Thank you, Sid, for the coffee. Thank you. Yeah, the link is working because she just did it. I was able to let my hair down and no. Hell no. This spend limit charges. Yes, it worked for you. Okay. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Appreciate you. So I'm gonna see. Can I find some more stuff tomorrow? Oh Lord Jesus Christ. But one thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pray that the baby mama and Renee can come to some type of common ground, and the kids can, definitely, start seeing their grandmother. Like I said, I don't know what the relationship is like, and all that stuff like that. I don't know what the relationship is like, but like I said, God is in control and God can fix all things. And again, I said, if Renee's mother is on the Davis side, I can't do anything about that, but respect that, because that tells me that she sees what Renee don't see. She feels that Lulu did do something on that highway to Dro. So I have to respect how she feels and whose side she on. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say I do like about her, she's not into the drama, all of that. So I respect that from her also too. I sure all that happened and size was on his foot. Someone is lying. Wait. How could all that happen and he had slides on his foot? I don't know, sis. Only thing we can do is speculate, y'all, all the time. Because like I said, we wasn't there. You know what I mean? We was not there. So we just all coming together as a team and say how we feel about it and what we think what we think happened, what we think she could have did better. Yeah, that's basically what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically what it is. But I'm going to get up off here, y'all, because I do have to make a run. And I appreciate all y'all input today. I do. And this was better than yesterday because I was kind of like a little upset yesterday. But like I said, what I said, I got it off my chest and it's over and done with and shit. But, one of my supporters had to check me. And I love her for that. You know what I mean? But she know I meant business. She know I stood on business, and she knew what I said. I meant what I said, and I ain't gonna take it back. She also knew that. But you know, she checked me, D. You know what your platform about. You know what you do. Don't get out of character and stuff like that. So, you know, I agreed with her. You know, so this was a better day for me, and I thank God. I told you, God can work things out. God can overcome everything. Everything. And I prayed about it last night. I wasn't feeling well about it last night. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel great today. And we're going to feel great tomorrow. Okay? We're going to be even better tomorrow. We're going to talk about this thing again tomorrow, even better. You know what I mean? So God is always good. You be blessed too, baby. I love all y'all, and I want to say thank y'all so much for coming through. Yes. Yes. Nice little show. Keep it coming. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. And I love all y'all input. I do. I love all y'all input. All y'all input was great. Everybody was respectful to each other. And I like that. We can disagree and agree. You know what I mean? We ain't got to call each other names and all that stuff like that. You know, and I think that's what upset me too, because somebody came in my chat and called one of my supporters a B yesterday, and that kind of like ticked me off a little bit too. So, you know, so yeah, I don't like things like that. But I do love you guys, and thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all be ready for tomorrow, because I will be back with another episode tomorrow. Y'all be safe out here in these YouTube streets. Y'all stay prayed up. Always remember to keep God first. I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love.